Guys, can you hear me? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, please. This is more complicated than I think. Hey, Trees, how you doing?
Hey, how are you, Auntie D?
I'm trying to figure this out. I can't figure it out.
See, that's the same problem that I was having, but I find that when you open it
Mm-hmm.
on a tab, say like you open your YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
You open your YouTube on your browser on your computer, and then you log into Instagram under another tab, right?
Mm-hmm.
Under a new tab, and then you press share screen when you have it on your browser, and then you press share tab, not whole entire window, because
Mm-hmm.
when you share the entire window, I find that the audio doesn't come on. So when you open up your browser, okay, like you have now,
Mm-hmm.
and you're on StreamYard, you got StreamYard open on one browser. So now
Yes.
you press another tab.
Okay.
You open up a new tab. Make sure you close the old one because you don't want that one playing in the background.
Okay.
But don't close this your current tab because then it's going to close you out the
All
stream, right?
right. So go ahead and hit share, right?
Okay, wait a minute. Before you do that, when you open up the new tab on your window next to your StreamYard that you're on now,
Yes.
then you hit in the search bar Instagram. And
Okay.
then you log into your Instagram from your browser, from your computer.
Okay.
And once you get the video up, then you share the tab, not the entire screen and not the entire window. You
Mm-hmm.
press share tab. And when you share the tab, Instagram will be shared. And then you should be able to hear the audio as well.
Okay. Let me try it. Okay. Hope you're feeling good, Noel. Noel had surgery.
Oh,
Trees.
Noel.
Yeah, she had surgery on her eye this morning.
Okay.
Okay, I did that. Now let me go ahead and hit to share right now, right? Share
Okay. You
screen.
got the Instagram already up.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yep. Now press share tab. It's going to say share tab, share window. You press share tab, which should be the bottom selection. Not entire window. Don't select entire window. Just share tab.
Okay, you can hear me. You can hear me, Trees.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's saying Wave browser tab. Click that
Uh,
because I see it on window. I see entire screen, window, and Wave browser tab.
browser tab. Press browser,
I don't see nothing on there. Nothing showing.
and you have it open in another. So you. So what are you using? Chrome.
I'm using it say Wave browser. That's what I'm using. Wave browser.
Oh, you on another browser. I would like for you to use Chrome.
So I
You.
should download Chrome, right?
Mm-hmm. Not
Yeah.
rain anymore. Mm-mm. It's still storming, baby.
Let me try this one right here. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, download Chrome because I think most things are more compatible with Chrome. Even
Mm-hmm.
StreamYard, I believe, works better with Chrome.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to wait to do that then.
Yeah, you could do that. Actually, I can share screen. I can even do it. So let me open up Instagram. What was you looking for? What was you trying to share?
Instagram, just anything on Instagram. Just
Okay,
trying to
just
figure out
check.
how to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me do it. Let me open up Instagram.
Hey guys, hope you guys are doing great. Thank you for joining my live. Tree's trying to help me figure this out. Now I can go on Google, but for some reason I'm having a problem when I go on Instagram. That's the only problem that I'm having. And it's no sound. You can see the picture, but you can't see any sound. Noel, I hope you're doing great, girl. I see you on live, so I guess that's a good sign right there.
Well, on my side, it's saying, I guess because this is not my stream.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably why.
On my side, it's saying share entire screen. Now, if I share entire screen, you're probably not going to be able to hear
Yeah,
it.
I won't be able to see it.
But I can share the entire screen. Hold on, let me do it. Even though this
Mm-hmm.
is going to not really be effective, but you can see because you actually did do it successfully. You shared your screen, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe what you might have to do,
Change browser.
you might, yes, change the browser, but you might have to whatever you're looking for on Instagram. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to think if it has sound to it. Um, if it
Now
has,
I see Google Chrome web. I wonder if I could try
yes,
that and let
yes,
me
Google
try this one
Chrome.
here. Let me
Chrome
try
is,
this one.
yes, that's it. That
Okay, it
Google
say
Chrome.
changes you made may not be saved. So it says leave this page from creating additional dialogue. You don't think it's going to kick me off if I click on this?
Would it say download Chrome? It shouldn't.
No, it doesn't say anything about download. I guess I already have Chrome. It just said leave site. So I wonder if I click
Oh,
on
if
it, it
you
might
want
take
to
me
be,
off, huh? It
yeah,
might
it
kick me off.
probably will. If you're on the same page,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it will kick you off. But that's
Let me
why I
let,
said,
let me
if
try it. Let me try this one right here. Let me
well,
try
then you
this
if
one.
you already have Chrome, then see with Instagram is kind of tricky.
Hmm. Oh shoot! I don't even know what I'm doing. I probably done lost shit now. You can hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, but I don't know where I'm at now.
Okay, that's okay. See, that's why I told you to call me and we could walk you, through
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
And then if worse come to worse, if we run into an obstacle, you see, Google has the answer for almost everything.
Hmm. You
So,
can see. Look, I'm on. You see, but you don't hear no sound.
see,
You can see this,
yeah, I can see it.
but you don't hear a sound.
I don't hear a sound now. Maybe. Let me
Guys,
see.
y'all can hear a sound.
I can't hear it. No, I
Hmm.
don't think they can either. And you have the mic button already up, and the
Hmm.
video is already playing.
You don't think I should mute my mic?
Let me see. Mute your mic and see. I don't think that matters though right now. Let's see.
You didn't hear anything,
Nope. Nope. I ain't hear anything.
but you did see the picture, right?
I do. I see the picture. We all see the picture. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm.
That's okay. We're gonna troubleshoot it and we'll work it out. That's why I told you if you call me, I could walk you
All right.
through and we could do like a practice thing because that's one thing with Instagram. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know unless you download or you screen record it
Mm-hmm.
and then play it.
But
I
look, it's right there. I don't know why it's not.
think
Look,
right
you can see it
there
right
it is.
here. You
I know.
see?
But some apps, say like when I go on Station Head, I
Mm-hmm.
can share Station Head from my phone. But
Mm-hmm.
when I go on the Station Head app, I can hear the Station Head, but the viewers cannot hear the Station Head because it's a separate app. So I don't know if they got something that's blocking that or what. I have to
Mm-hmm.
play it on a different device in order for them to hear it. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
it's something on YouTube, we can easily share it.
Mm-hmm. Let me try YouTube.
We can
Let, let,
easily share it and we can hear it. That's
let me
the
try.
thing.
Let me try YouTube here and see if you can hear
And
anything on
sometimes,
YouTube.
if we have something on Instagram, we might want to upload it to our YouTube page as a short, and then we can
Mm-hmm.
share that, and they can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I had to do one time. Yeah, just detangle it for me, and then I'm gonna braid it up. Detangle it. It's these long braids that you like if you just yeah, you just comb it out with your finger, like straighten it out with your fingers. That's all from the tip. Mommy, what's that? You got two of them?
How many kids you have?
I have six.
Oh, okay.
Well, seven. Seven.
Okay.
I have a bonus.
Okay.
Mommy? Well, I have how many bonus kids? I have what, five bonus kids? But they're grown. Most of them are grown. So,
Mm-hmm.
but myself, I bore. I'm
So you
raising.
see, you raising what?
I'm raising my bonus. She's
Oh,
the
okay.
my bonus, and I have five girls of my own and one boy.
Mm-hmm.
My
Oh,
youngest,
okay.
I had all the way from 30 to my baby. is a toddler. I
Oh,
started off
okay.
What about
Let's see if
Lucy?
you can hear this. I'm clicking on this one.
leave them alone. Just do the other ones. Huh?
Mommy, what about Lucy? You didn't let him till
Y'all
family.
can you can't hear that, huh?
Oh, wait a minute. Now wait a second. You are sharing the tab, right, and not the entire window.
No, just a tab.
Well, you should be able to hear it. Do you
Yeah,
have your volume? Click the volume button on YouTube. That volume button right there where you got your arrow. Yep.
right
Click.
here.
Click that. See where the volume at.
This one right here.
Yes.
This is not a volume. It's my
No,
face
the
right here.
volume button. Oh, I have my mouse on it. Yes,
Oh, okay.
that's turned up.
Yeah, it's turned up. Mm-hmm.
And okay, skip ads and press play. I don't know
You
why you can't.
you can hear it.
No, we can't hear it. I wonder why.
I'm hot.
Okay, I don't know why you can't hear it because look, I'm going to share a YouTube screen. Wait a minute. Let me share a YouTube screen. I'm going to share my video so that you won't get dinged. I'll, I'll share my video for you. Um, let's see. I'm gonna share my video, and you're gonna be able to hear volume.
I know, but I don't know why.
I don't know why you can't hear volume. I don't know if it's your browser.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me.
Add you to this one too. Add this one.
Yes, ma'am.
Things that
Yes.
I'm going to discuss, and it's not
Mhm.
going to be a dragging or anything like that. It's going to be some, I guess, chin
I
chin.
can hear it. Yeah, I can hear
Because
it. Mm-hmm.
I'm so sick and fucking tired.
Yeah, I can.
And I'm
Okay, I'll
remixing the
cut it
Sean
off.
Baby way.
Cut it off.
I'm so sick
Huh?
and fucking
All right,
tired.
drop it.
I'm so
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's good.
I'm so
So
sorry.
okay.
Sorry, I forgot that I was cussing.
Girl, you could do what you
Oh,
do. You said it's the computer volume itself. Tyann say it's the computer
okay.
volume itself.
It
The
might be,
It's on all the way.
but see, I don't know what you're doing wrong. I see, like I said, I
So
had.
well, let me share. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, I'm gonna double share my screen, and you can see what all I got on there. Okay.
And when you press and share, you are sharing when it says window entire screen tab, and then you select the tab.
Yeah. Let me. You can hear me good.
Yes.
Okay. It have entire screen, window, and it have wave browser tab. Now you say it hit wave browser tab or window.
Well, let me press the button and let me see, because then I could tell you. I'm gonna share my screen. Let me share again so I can see
Mhm.
what's going on. Now,
Guys, just bear with us. Be patient because I'm not used to live. I make videos, not
yeah.
come on live. But
Okay,
I
so
really like the live. I really
mine
like the
says
live.
entire screen window Chrome tab. I select Chrome tab. I've hit the top
Let me
one.
see. Go on to add it again so we can see.
Okay, I select. Now you go on yours so we could do it at the same time. So you could share yours. So I'm at entire screen window Chrome tab. I hit the Chrome tab, and then three things come up because I have three tabs open.
Share that screen. Let me see it again. I'm gonna add that other screen back. Share.
No, I want you to do it so I can tell you what to hit.
Okay, so you need me to go ahead and do share screen so you can see what's on
Yes,
my
share
screen.
screen. Yep.
Okay, and hit entire screen so you can see what I'm doing.
No,
Right.
don't hit entire screen. See,
Hit
that's the
window. Just hit window.
no, hit the third option on the end that say tab.
Okay. All right. This right here, right?
It say
That
tab.
that right there, right?
That,
Could you
that
see us?
tab. Uh-huh. And
You can
so
see.
let me see what you said. Yes, and you have a tab up, which you would be sharing. The only tab you got open is this stream right here. That's the
Mm-hmm.
problem. You
What
have to
happened?
open another tab in order to share that, because right now, what you got up there, what's the selections? You only got the stream up, right?
Yeah, I have stream.
And that's it.
You see
So,
where it say Google Chrome? You see that one right there?
okay, hit the Google Chrome tab and see what happens.
hmm
What you got on there?
Hold on. You see, well, you don't see what it says. Let me see if I can go ahead and
Yeah, share the
wait,
Google.
wait, hold on. Let me see. I wonder why my crap is complicated, or it's just me making it complicated.
Yeah, and if you make a mistake, it's okay. I just need to know where you're making the mistake at so
Can
we
you
can.
see it? You can see it. Look at
Yes,
this,
I can see it.
but it's not letting me click. You know how you click on it? I can't
Oh, it's
do it.
not letting you select it.
No, I'm not. It's not.
Okay.
Wait, let me try this right here. Hold on, let me try this.
Because you may only have the StreamYard tab open. That's probably why.
Hmm.
And it won't let you share what you're already on. You need to open up another tab for YouTube so that you unshare, cancel that out.
Okay.
Open up another tab. Open up a tab and select YouTube.
Hmm.
Yes, Noel, I pray that you get well soon. And typically, eye surgeries heal rather quickly. But please stay hydrated and
Hmm.
follow all of the the post op directions, and you should be fine. And pay attention to any potential complications. Read that part of the paperwork because those are the things that you need to be cognizant of just in case if something goes wrong where you are experiencing bleeding or warmness and things of that indicates infection, then you should immediately contact your medical professional and follow the directions thereafter. But you should be fine because typically I actually was privy to cataract surgery, glaucoma surgeries, and things like that when I was in school. And typically they end very well, and your eye heals up rather quickly. So I surmise that you will be fine. And it's going to feel itchy, I know, because when it's healing, it itches. But please don't disturb it and allow it to. Okay, see? All right, now select the video. Not your own, but select the Dr. Umar video.
Yeah, because I don't want to do the T.
Yeah, do the
Dry skin,
You see anything?
soothed.
we hear it.
There's
You
before,
hear it?
then there's
Yes.
not before.
So why I don't see myself? I don't see
Free to
you. I
be
don't see
me and
myself.
frustration free with
So what I
different acne
do?
gel.
So what I do to see my,
Do things different.
to see you?
Let me
Peace
see.
and love, family. Come on in one time. Come on in.
All
Peace
right,
and
Dr. Umar, how
Pan-Africanism.
you
I want all my
doing?
Chicago
You can see it
Africans to
now,
come
right?
in.
Yes.
As y'all know,
You can see it
as
now,
part of the
right?
Bishop Turner
Yeah.
National
Wait, let me
Independent
see.
Black Political
And I
Movement,
also can
we are
hear
all
it.
about supporting
Okay,
independent
great.
candidates. Get off
See,
the
Wait, wait,
Democratic
hold
Party
on.
you did
plantation.
it.
Get off the Republican Party
Yes.
plantation.
Okay,
And
now
today
what to
we
do
have a
now?
brother
I don't
running
see
for
how to get
mayor
back. I don't
of
know
the
where to get
second
back where I'm
largest
at.
Okay,
black
so now
metropolis in America,
on the
Chicago.
share screen setting, you press
Okay.
stop sharing.
Stop. I don't want to get off. I want to continue playing it, but I
Oh,
want
you
like,
want to continue playing now when you want to commentate because in order for you not to
but
get
I can't see. I
copyright,
can't see you myself, and I can't see nobody in the none of the comments. I can't see
well,
none of that.
I think that once you go to the orientation, like what setting is that? The setting is damn, I gotta be
I
on my.
see StreamYard and I see new tab. Don't hit none of those, right?
Don't hit none of that. It's on your current StreamYard tab. If you go back to your StreamYard, hit your StreamYard tab that you're on, right? Hit
Oh,
the stream. Hit the
okay. I'm all right. I see it now.
Now you
Now
can see
I
it.
don't hear nothing, but I do see it. Now what to
Yes.
do now?
So if you want to continuously play, because you stop sharing?
Just say this. Just say like me and you right here is doing a presentation,
Okay.
and we want to do YouTube right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear nothing. I can't even move it now.
You can't hear, so go back to the screen that you're sharing on YouTube.
Okay.
Press the unmute it. Unmute it.
Okay.
Unmute it.
Equally
You can hear
distributed
it?
throughout our
Of
city.
You can hear it.
Well said.
You can hear
Obviously,
it?
when people hear
Yes.
about Chicago
Go on,
all over
girl.
the news,
Look, I'm gonna have to
obviously,
send you a donation. Well, give me your cash app, girl.
Oh, I told you it's free, but listen, I am trying to get my car fixed. So listen, this help is free. But if you want to donate to the car fund, you can feel free to do so. But I got to get back on the road. I'm trying to get my nursing thing together so I can go back to work. Shoot, I might
Yes.
come down there and work for you. You got
Yeah.
nurses?
Well, sure, I could use some, but like I say, with these things I got right here, girl. These
Good luck.
people is a trip.
I will get them in line. You know,
Well,
listen,
you need to. I
I'll be
just
whipping
need.
them in shape right here on YouTube. So you know what I'll do professionally. I'm very,
Yes, indeed.
listen, the people that I work with give me, I see them in the supermarket now and they want to have me back.
Hmm.
And, but I had to take a break to get my mental health thing together. But now I'm ready
Yes.
and I'm back. Okay.
Yes.
Back and I'm ready to
Yes,
get back.
trees is so sweet. Somebody say trees is so sweet. Let me put this up. Madame OTM. You see what she said?
Oh yeah, Madame, that's Madam of the Mess.
Yes.
Yes.
She say
Yes.
trees, this is so sweet of you. Good
Oh,
afternoon, everyone. She's that's not today Satan. I like that title. Not
not today,
today
Satan. That's
Satan.
my boo.
Not
That's
so,
cool.
not so.
Yep,
Not
not
today Satan.
that's right. Get
Girl,
behind me.
get behind me, you
Get thee
work of
behind
iniquity.
me.
I never knew thee. Girl, let me try this again. So,
Yeah. Go back to the tab that you were sharing. Just click
yeah,
on that
so just go back to the tab I was sharing.
sharing and press unmute.
Yes, Lord
And you
Jesus.
can control it that
So
way.
over two
You
two
hear
point
it?
four, two point
Yeah.
five billion dollars.
And let me go back to my StreamYard.
Go back to your
Yes,
screen. Right.
and I can see you real good. Now,
Yeah.
I understand what y'all guys talking about. When you say the tab now, you're just saying push that little thing.
That
So
tab.
yes. So let me try back on Instagram here.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Look at Jesus.
See.
Hallelujah.
See, everything
Won't
happened
he
with
do it? Won't he do it?
Listen, I was off of YouTube, but I just posted my little post and I said, well, let me
Hmm.
see what's going on. And I saw you was live and I was surprised because usually you go live later on.
Yeah, I was trying to tell people, I'm just testing. It wasn't
And I
nothing.
saw you was live and I said, well, I need to hear a word from her right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I didn't
And
come on and do a live. I was coming to do this right here.
well,
You
then
see
that's why
this?
I was meant to be here.
You see this? You see
What?
my Instagram?
No, I don't because you gotta unshare this. Stop sharing this.
Stop
Press
sharing what?
go back to your StreamYard tab, right?
Okay.
And then press stop sharing. Press that share button and hit stop sharing.
Okay. Okay.
Stop sharing. And then you share your new tab. You go back to the menu, press share,
Okay.
and it's going to ask you what to share.
Yes, indeed,
And you
Lord.
share the tab, not the entire screen and not the window, because you won't get any sound.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Okay, so
Press the
Instagram.
tab,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram tab.
Y'all can hear it? You can see it?
Wait a minute, it's still loading. Okay, now we can see it.
Now let's see if you can hear it.
Yeah, look, Mom.
Oh, good job.
You can hear it?
I cannot.
Look.
Wait a minute. Yes, yes.
And watch me do my
You heard it?
Yep, we heard it.
Yes, Lord
Now,
Jesus.
now listen. I know you
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Won't he do
we
it?
can hear
Yes,
it.
he would. Yes, he would. Thank you. Hallelujah.
Praise break.
Guys, give Trees a big shout out. She's very
Oh
patient
no,
with me.
no
And
need.
the thing about it is, at no charge.
At
But
no
God is
charge.
going to reward you,
No
baby.
charge.
Hallelujah. Thank
No
you,
charge.
Jesus.
It was already paid.
Hallelujah. Thank
No
you,
charge.
Jesus.
No charge. Now
Thank you,
look,
Jesus.
when you want to talk, say like if you played a little bit of it, and that's what
Mm-hmm.
you got to make sure because it's going to say automatically because the bots automatically say, "Oh, it's a copyright claim for A, B, and C."
Mm-hmm.
That's not a strike. That's just because it's already in the system.
Mm-hmm.
That this is somebody else's content, but that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that you cannot play it for commentary purpose. Now, when you do play someone else's content on YouTube, now
Mm-hmm.
Instagram is different because they don't have, they don't have the same system as YouTube. So you could play whatever you want from Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
However, you have to also say that this is for fair use
Yeah,
purposes,
yes, yes.
or what have you. And then you can only play, you could play as much as you want, but at a time. So like
Uh-huh.
you might want to send, oh gosh, somebody cashed at me. Thank you. Thank you, Madam of the Mess. Oh, thank you so much. This is going towards my car, y'all, because
Yes.
I got a BMW and I got to get a key made. Now I'm
Mm-hmm.
almost halfway there. Now we working on a labor. I got to get my registration. I haven't drove it in almost a year. And
Mm-hmm.
so, for what I know now, when I parked it, it was only the radiator and a thermostat. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna order that online, but the labor's what's really going to cost me. I got to get my insurance and my registration. So
Mm-hmm.
we're almost there, but we're not there yet.
Yes.
Then I got to get it towed to the shop, and I got to get 4 new tires.
Oh
So
wow.
it's going to be probably 2,000, but I got half of
Uh-huh.
the money, and so we're going to work towards that.
Yes. Girl, you're
That's
gonna get it because like I
I
said,
know it.
you are very patient,
Uh huh.
anointed woman of God,
Hmm.
and you know, you do out of your heart,
Absolutely.
and God is gonna reward you open
I
for
don't have
that.
no ulterior motive because listen, whatever it is that's going to be meant for me, it's not going to miss me.
Hmm.
God sends you what He sends you. It never misses its target, no matter how
Yes.
much interference try to come in between it.
Yes.
Still receive it, so it doesn't matter. So when
Yes.
I'm supposed to receive it, that's what's going to happen. But I know that I'm in position to receive my blessing. I'm in position. I'm
Oh
ready.
yes, yes, yes,
So
yes.
therefore, I just appreciate being able to help you and to watch the seeds of growth grow inside
Hmm.
and grow on your channel. That's what I look forward to.
Girl, that I'm ready now because like I say, all I do is I like to do presentation and
Yes.
just add just a little small snippet, not the whole thing, just a
And
little
then
small
even if you
snippet.
did, if you wanted to go to bingo, right?
I
And
could go to Big O too.
you could go to bingo and share it.
Yes, Lord Jesus.
And so you could, in your commentary, I love you breaking it down because we need other outlets other than the tea and everybody else.
Uh huh.
We love to hear you and free to commentate on what's going on because we look at I can't do bingo, so a lot of
Hmm.
people don't do bingo and they looking for channels that's going to give us or update us on what's happening on bingo.
Okay,
And I
so
come to
I
you
could
now.
do Bigo. I could do Bigo while I'm on this right here, StreamYard.
You could share it, open it up another tab.
Wow.
Or you can even look for shorts because some people upload the Bigo shorts. If you
Mm-hmm.
type in Nature Boy Bigo and it comes
Uh-huh.
up, and you can even share that because a lot of people don't do commentary on it. They'll just play the Bigo live
And I'm not gonna get a strike for it or anything.
as long as you stop it like every 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Talk
yeah. Uh-huh.
every 2 minutes. Don't let it play more than 2 minutes
Yeah,
because
yes.
I believe it's a time frame that you could play and without,
Yeah.
and then you stop it every 2 minutes and then you talk about it and you open up the chat
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yes.
I believe it's like every 2 minutes.
Yeah, just like I was doing my videos.
Yes, you stop it,
Mm.
and then mind you, when you are playing the other screen, sometimes it might be an echo if your mic is still open. Say like your mic
Mm-hmm.
is open because we were talking. But when
Mm-hmm.
you're sharing content, you want to mute your mic and
Mm-hmm.
allow the video to play once you start playing the
Oh,
video.
so when I start playing the video, just mute my mic.
Mute your mic, but you got to remember to unmute it once you
Unmute.
stop
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
the
That's
video.
my yeah.
Yes,
Mm-mm-mm.
yes, Lord.
Girl, and that's all I was asking for. I
I
wasn't asking
know.
for much.
And I
Just
wanted to help you a long time ago. I said, "Oh, I wish she would just reach out to me because I want to
I
help."
didn't, girl, I didn't know nobody. Everybody be thinking just because I was on here, like I said, I make my videos, and after that, I was bouncing.
I know.
I didn't know nobody. I'm serious.
I know you were very, hesitant. You had a lot of trepidation
Yes,
experience, so you didn't know if the hand was coming like the snake in the Garden of Eden.
but I didn't know. I didn't.
Yes, I
I didn't
know.
know like the grit. How you said it? The grits that
Yes,
stole
I
the
said, but I'll
cookies.
be here. I'll still be here if she needs me. If this is what I'm meant to do for her, then she'll find me.
Yes, Lord Jesus, girl. Not that's all. I'm serious. That's all I was asking for, Lord. I wasn't asking for much.
I know you wasn't.
I
I know
wouldn't
you.
ask because see me, if I write something down, I trips up. But if I just let it flow and just talk, just like I'm talking to you right now, I
That's
can
right.
stay on here all day,
That's what I tell people. Don't
all
overthink.
day.
People want the authentic you. When you try
Yes,
to contrive it and mold it and shape it, you're not
yes,
allowing the spirit of inspiration to come into you because
yeah.
all you can see is what's on that paper.
That's it.
No,
Cause you're
mm-mm.
right. Cause see, I have a southern accent. And my daughter be saying, "Mom, stop trying to change your accent. People love this accent,
People love it. I love it.
because girl, I hate the way I talk."
Oh
And
no,
so I Google. She said, "Go ahead and check out some YouTube videos." She said, "People they love to hear Southern accent."
us Yankees, we love it.
That's what.
Everybody is like, where is she from? Oh, I love her accent. You and Frida.
And Frida is from
I know she
well,
from.
she's not from the South. I'm from the South.
I know you from the South, but the way y'all interact, it's like y'all been knowing each
Yes.
other for years, and it's so natural. And we just get a key out of it, and then you half of the time y'all don't be knowing what's going on, and that right there is hilarious.
And that's what
It's
my
hilarious.
daughter say. My daughter say, Mom, just be yourself,
Yes.
and people gonna love you just the way you are. You don't have to go ahead and change anything. She say because when
Mm,
it comes to Creole, when people they get a kick out of Southern talk,
right.
because I'm good for saying yeah, you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I know you, and that's what I was telling other smaller content creators, smaller than
Thank
myself.
you, Noel.
I told them, I said, don't overthink it. They said, well, you just seem, you're like a natural. You just seem,
Mhm.
wait, okay, I see you have 7 money. I see you have 7 pennies. That's not enough for snacks. Don't worry about it. She be going around here collecting all the change she find. For snacks.
Yes.
It's like she a little snack head. Okay, baby, I got you. Don't worry.
Girl, yeah, because my daughter said I didn't know that until our YouTube, and I saw people was going and interviewing people with the Southern accent, coming down here to New Orleans, interviewing people. And I say,
Mhm.
who want to hear this? It was a lot of people. They very interested in
I
people
grew up in
with
Brunswick.
Southern, with this Creole talk.
Yes, that Creole is something special. Let
But
me
the
tell
thing about it is just be yourself,
yourself. Let it
don't try to pretend you something else, because if I write something down, I'm on trip. It's not authentic. But if I just let it flow,
let it flow.
yes.
And also, if you do want to write something down, you can write
Thank
down
you. No,
your
thank you, love.
points, your speaking points, and also too,
Yeah.
after you get with your message out, like you told me the other night, then you refer to the chat. But while
Yeah.
you are speaking your message, I would just put you is a right here say private chat. I can click on the private chat and nothing is
Uh-huh.
there. That's when I want to just stay focused on what I want and my speaking points that I want to hit. And
Uh-huh.
then after I'm done, I'll press comments, regular
Uh-huh.
comments.
Oh,
And
that's what you do.
then I'll go to the chat. Because a lot of
Okay.
times I be all over the place because I have the chat. Everybody say, oh, Trees, you need to pay attention because something might be
Uh,
happening. And somebody might be telling something that I could interview right off
yes.
the bat and then I'll miss it. So therefore, but when you're talking and you're trying to present or convey a particular message like
Uh-huh.
you put private chat, click on that private chat, and then it's going to be blank. You ain't going to see nothing. You're not going to be
Let me
interrupted.
try that. Let me try that.
Right here, where
Yep.
it says
Yep. Yep. Yep.
blank. So therefore, you're not distracted or you're not
Uh-huh.
taken, off course. And
Hmm.
then after you finish your message, you go to the comments and you can scroll up by
Yes.
hitting the gray tab. You hit the side of the comments.
Hmm.
And it's a little gray line that's going to come up, and you just, double click or scroll up, and then you can see and you can go through the comments like that.
Hmm. And but like I said last night, I can talk for at least an hour. I don't, I could go straight through an hour, and after that, just open up,
Open up
so
the
yeah,
floor,
just open
drop
up the
the lid.
floor. Yes.
Absolutely. And
Yes.
that could be your format. And then you could just
Yes.
maybe write down a couple of talking points that you want to hit, but don't
Hmm.
be writing down, oh, yeah, I gotta say this and I gotta rehearse.
No, I can write down my talking points. Yeah, I do. I definitely do that. I definitely do
That's it.
that.
Or maybe the lineup. You
But
could
I
start off
can't,
by saying what we gonna talk about this evening is gonna be Nature Boy and it's gonna be a trending
yeah,
topic or whatever.
yeah,
You can say that in the beginning and then you freestyle it from there.
yes. But I can't read, like if I put on a paper. You know how some people can read
Don't.
verbatim everything that they wrote on the
That's
paper.
boring. The
That's
content creators
yeah,
that does that are boring
that's
and they
boring.
you are going to grow and be put in the algorithm by audience retention. When you
Yes.
study your analytics, when you go to your YouTube studio,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see who views you and who views you from what pages and how many percentage of your watchers found
Mm-hmm.
you by searching your name. At first, people used to only be able to see me by other people's channels. Then
Mm-hmm.
my video will automatically play. Now people actually search for me.
Okay.
So now my popularity has grown to the point where people are looking for me now. So
Mm-hmm.
most of my subscribers just happen to see me from other channels before it was suggested by other channels because of my hashtags that I would put in my
Mm-hmm.
description. I would hashtag Monica all about the tea, the avatar, stuff like that. And that's how I became more and more popular. I
Okay.
started off and then I dragged Tasha K. Tasha K came. and I had to drag her right quick. And then I gained 400 subscribers from that.
Uh-huh.
And then from there, it just, I kept on doing what I knew. I studied my analytics and I saw who was viewing me and why they were viewing me and the age range and things like that. And I worked off of that.
And don't you know I was about to delete my channel because after I deleted all my videos, yes, I deleted all my videos after I deleted all 500 of my videos. Yes, I deleted, and I just say, well, this is not worth it,
Well, guess what? You were being born again. That's all that happened.
Yeah, I say it's not worth it. So I say, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and just delete the channel until I check, because I thought YouTube had told me that I needed 4,000 hours back since I deleted all my videos. I say, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna get no.
Yes, you will.
That's what I thought. The devil thought that's what the devil was playing in my head.
Give up. The devil, what you was talking about giving up, because I thought about giving up. I was going to delete my whole channel around the time where they were saying, I was just faking my death of my granddaughter.
Thank you, Noel.
I said, you know what? If that's what they want to believe, F all of them. I'm deleting my channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked Danny Robinson, I said, how do you delete? Because I couldn't figure it out for the life of me how to delete my channel. And she said, she wasn't going to tell me. She actually, she said, you know what? Just take a break and step back. Because she believed in me and she knew that was something that she didn't want to see. And she knew that other people didn't want to see either, even though I gave up. And see, when you give up, God is not about giving up. God is about. What is all of the prophets? They came with the same message. Hear ye, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. Worship him and worship him only is basically the message that all of the messengers came with. And did they give up when the people threw stones at them, when they called them liars, when they slandered them and killed them and tortured them? Did they give up? No, they did not.
Not at all.
They stood fast. They did become weary. They did become weary, but they still stood fast. They did not give up because their faith was strong. Even though they were the only ones who believed at the time, they thought it was hopeless and helpless. Look at Noah.
Yes.
Noah
I was just upset. I was just upset because I made over 500 videos up all night researching.
But I was
trying to find the right clips, trying to write the right clips. And all of a sudden, YouTube sent me a letter telling me I'm demonetized.
I was demonetized too.
You was?
I was it. I just got remonetized.
Come on. What happened? What was your
I don't even know what happened. All I knew is that, they told me that because I had another company. And my
another company.
It was a COVID consultation firm company I had started. And because my Google AdSense, my email is tied to another thing, another AdSense, so you can't have two. So they remonetized me. I don't know how, but they said because it was tied to another account that they ended my monetization, because after 45 days, I couldn't send in my information because they wouldn't allow me to, because it's tied to another account. And I can't figure out how to cancel the other account. So they demonetized my channel because I did not comply within 45 days. But then they just remonetized my channel. And I don't know how. I don't know how they did, but I didn't give up. I was going to, but I did not give up. And now they're giving me another chance. But I keep on reaching out to YouTube to ask them for them to deactivate that other account so I can submit my payment information so that I can stay monetized. So all you have to do is keep doing what you're doing and you will be remonetized. That will be an option. One day I logged into my YouTube studio and I saw the $sign and it was said the selection to edit the video to monetize. I said, wait a minute. I can monetize? Because when I was demonetized, it wasn't a permanent thing. It was just because of a certain thing. I don't know. They had demonetized a lot of channels. A lot of channels for whatever reasons. They getting more and more strict. I guess they paying out too much money. But
they're going after the small channels.
They're going after the small channel for some reason. I don't know why, but you will be remonetized. And I'm speaking
in the name of Jesus. I received
that. I already know what's going to happen. See,
I received that in the name of Jesus.
Get your watch hours, because I'm going to keep on sharing the video, and you want to keep on going live. And every time you go live, you exposing yourself to people who are logging in. You know how you logged in the other night and you saw I was live?
Yes.
Well, how many thousands of people in our sector are logging in and they see that you're live. When you're live versus a pre-upload, you are
Mm-hmm.
exposing yourself to new people. So they be like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, channel live, let me see what they talking about.
Yeah.
And then they click on and they say, oh, I like her. And that's like free advertisement for you.
Yes, and that's what I want. I want it to be more homey. I don't
And
want to
make you
be
want to
so
engage more.
programmed. So
Yeah.
programmed. Just come on and just have some grown folk conversation
Yes.
and just let it flow. Just talk
Let
about
it flow.
anything. That's what I want.
Let it flow. You could talk
Yeah,
about
just like.
it grew. YouTube news grew with me
Mm-hmm.
because I would, we're in the black tea sector. Everybody want to know what's going on. And so
Mm-hmm.
at the time, everybody that we was watching who had 300,000 subscribers or 200,000 subscribers, we didn't want to watch them no more because they did whatever they
Okay.
did. And so now everybody looking for a place to go. So I would go live every day consistently. Well, after I went live, at first I was uploading videos. Then I found out I could go live. And once I started going live, I started going live every day. And that's how my channel, I didn't expect. I started this in June or
Mm-hmm.
July of last year. I got 2.3 thousand subscribers. I mean,
Yes, Lord Jesus.
2.3. I
And when you started.
started last year, 12 months ago.
Okay, okay. Well, guys, make sure you go ahead and also subscribe to All About the Trees too,
So you
because
got
I like your
fans
subscriber. I
now.
love your subscribers. Your subscribers, I mean, because
They're
they'll
diehard.
they die hard. They'll follow you whether they like your content or not.
Yes, they are
I
diehard.
love it, yes.
A
And
lot of
I know my faithful ones as well. So make sure, Noel and them, you guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to All About
Thank
the
you
Tea.
so much. Because guess what?
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing wrong. It's enough for everybody. We don't have
Yes.
crabs in the barrel. And if I see somebody coming up behind me, I'm going to shout them out and I'm going to share their channels because somebody did it for me.
Yes.
I'm not haughty. I'm not arrogant and I'm not selfish. Whatever I
Yeah.
have, I want for my brother what I want for myself. Truly. I
Snooky
truly.
Big Dog Stackhouse, she said, I'm here in the bushes eating a snack showing support. Yes, indeed. Give God the glory.
That's Smokey
Hallelujah.
Big
Praise the
Draws.
Lord.
Yes,
Yes.
Big Draws. She
Yes, Lord
always.
Jesus. I just love this. Not today, Satan. Girl, I,
I love that today. She tell it like it is. And she
that
from
was a very thank you so much, Lady D. Yes, indeed.
yes.
Not
Yes, we
today,
love.
Satan.
We love when you go live. And it's
And
more
that's what
people,
girl, I love it. This is like
they
want to tell
love
you something.
it.
When I found this live, I've been knowing about it, but I was scared. I was scared to come on, because I'm so used to making videos and editing the videos. And it was
More
so tired, it
control.
was so depressing. So I sit there and say, Lord, after they sat there and deleted my monetization, I couldn't get it no more. I said, I'm gonna come live and I could talk for hours and don't even get
Yep,
tired. You see what I'm
yep,
saying?
yep. It unlocked, it unleashed, and it forced you to
Yes, she said
go
you
to
and Frida are
another
good team.
arena. See,
Hmm.
growth is uncomfortable. See, you was used to being, behind the scenes and
Yes,
almost hiding yourself. But God said, no,
yes,
I want you to
yes,
showcase your talent.
yes,
Because this is the essence of who you are, is this right here. And by
yes,
doing this, not only are you growing as a content creator, but now you are engaging with your subscribers and they want to know more about you. Now you are growing your channel unwittingly, unknowingly.
yes. Because I that's what I asked the Lord. I said, I just want to be me. I want to be myself. I want to do my own stuff.
And
And
uploads are good. Like when you're doing docu-series like Sean Davy Way, he got millions. And he told me, whatever it is that you're meant to do, you got to try it out. And if this
mhm,
works and see what works. He got his niche. Now he getting millions of views for doing
yes,
surviving series with P. Diddy and all of that. And now
yes.
he's on other platforms with celebrities because he
Wow.
didn't give up. He started off like me, dragging Tasha K. And then, now he found his niche of, the things that he liked, that he was interested in, and it grew. And then now
Yes.
he's getting thousands of dollars a month. He said,
Wow.
yeah, he said, listen, don't give up. He said, because when I was dragging folk, that's what was paying the bills. At first, it was $200 check, then it grew to $1,000 checks. Now it's
Mm-mm-mm.
$10,000 checks.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. And like I said there and say, when I did it, I just did it because it was it was therapeutic.
Me too.
It especially when you come in from dealing with your people, you love your people so much. But I'm talking about familiar spirits. You understand what I'm saying? And when you come on YouTube, it's like you just forget all about your personal life.
Forget it all about
And
it.
everybody be saying, "Oh, you all up in nature, boy. You all up in everybody."
No.
I said, "This is what I tell them, T's. I say I'd rather for it to be them, their problems than my problems. See, at least I can
And you
focus
know
off
what?
of my problems."
Listen, I dig what you're saying because, like I said, when I was grieving the loss of my grandbaby, I
Mhm.
came here to YouTube.
Yes.
Became my daily diary. I would vent, I would say what I've been through, and I would allow people to get to know what I've been through, not as a pity party and not as a sad fishing story, but to let them know that you can get through it too, and it's just not that bad.
Look,
Because I
she says she just subscribed. Noelle says she subscribed to your channel.
thank you, and I'm going to share because a lot of treetops is already over here. Because
Hmm.
when I share
And
something,
thank you guys.
yes, they're already over here because first of all, they knew that what I was saying was true about Demon Diary.
Yes.
And then on top of that, they like you for who you are.
Praise the Lord.
They go over and they talk about, I enjoyed Miss D live. And I say, yeah, did we have a good old time? And we talk about it and we just fellowship.
Yes,
And
Lord
I
Jesus.
use YouTube. At first, I was talking about other people's problems, but then I wanted to encourage other people. I said, because I got through it. You got to go
Yes,
through it in order to get to it. That's what I
that's
said.
it. And that's what's my breakthrough.
I'm not
Like,
ashamed of my story. I'm not.
yes, and that's my breakthrough because you remember when I think it was I forgot what one of your subscribers had said, oh, like whatever the devil meant for bad, God will turn it for you good. I forgot what her name is close to that.
Yeah.
Whatever meant for your bad, the Most High God gonna turn it out for your
Yes.
good.
It's a
Thank you, the doll. She said, "I love Miss D. Here is your flowers while you're here." Thank you so much, guys. I
yes.
just
Give
love you
her
so much.
flowers,
This
please.
is this is like therapy to me. Y'all just don't know. I was just so depressed,
I
but I
was
thank
depressed.
God that my
I came
soul
to
was
YouTube.
anchored in the Lord.
That's why I came to YouTube because I said,
Oh,
I was in a depression and one of these channels was helping me through my depression. And now we didn't have that channel anymore because something happened. And I
mhm.
said, well, shoot, I need something else to look forward to. And if I can't get it from them, then I am going to bring it. And I'm sure there's other people that's like minded like me. And
Mhm.
that's how I became all about the trees
Yes, Lord Jesus.
because it was something that was helping me get through my depression. And I wanted to be able to help somebody else get through
Mm-mm-mm.
their workday. And
He
so,
has a way of working things out.
yes,
Won't he do it? Won't he do
yes,
it?
yes, absolutely. And I knew that
Mm-mm-mm.
I could have used Tasha K's name to my advantage, but I said, no, I
Mm.
want to get it honest. I want people to accept me for me, not because of
Yes.
my previous associations. And because
Yes.
I got it honestly, she's the one who felt offended that I didn't clout chase her name. And she was
Mm-hmm.
taking offense to that. And that's how, she came out the bushes and, that happened. But I didn't want people to know that I knew her
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to get it off my own merit. I wanted to work for my reputation on
Y-
YouTube.
yes.
And so it
Yes.
happened organically. And I'm so glad. But it's going to happen for you as well, Miss D. And
Mhm.
listen, monetization, when it happened, I was disappointed, but I wasn't defeated because I
Me
said, well,
either.
we're just going to have to hit the cash app. That's all, guys.
Sound like Dr. Umar. Hit the cash out.
That's
Hit the
right.
cash out.
That's right. And that's what I've been known for. Everybody say, "Oh, you're over there begging." They some begging ass bitch over there. And I said, you know what? I made a movie, and it's begging ass bitches productions. I turned that lesson into a blessing.
Yes.
What they meant for bad, I turned it in for good. I embraced it, and I said, "Okay, well, hit the cash app," and everybody been hitting it ever since.
Yes, Lord Jesus. Yes.
So right
Yes.
now
Yes.
we're on a mission to get back this meat on the road, and that's what
Yes.
I told people. I said I'm not gonna lie to you. If I want some ice, I'm gonna tell you I want some ice. If I want a platter, I'm gonna tell you I want a platter. But I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm not because I think that we owe our subscribers, the dignity of knowing what they've given to, and if you don't
Yeah.
want to do it, then also allow me to choose if I want to give for that cause.
Mm-hmm.
But don't
Well,
lie.
just like they say, we have not because we ask not.
Absolutely. And even,
Mm.
whatever's going to come to me is going to come to me. But,
That's
you
it.
know,
That's it.
I'm just grateful for being able to be in a position to help someone else because not that I want any praise from it, but because I want from my brother what I want for myself.
Yes. Yes. And he's gonna do it. because
Mhm.
just like I say, with this right here, it's like my ministry, and the thing about it is I want to make it where, we could talk about anything, any and everything, not just stuck on one thing, because so many people go through so many different things. If we want to sit there and just let our hair down and just,
Yes.
talk about our marriage, because God, being married is not easy.
Oh no, it's
God,
not.
them husbands, look, my southern talk, y'all want to hear my southern talk? Those husbands is a trip, right?
The men,
Oh my God, them men.
the mental, the mental.
Oh my
See,
God.
I
And
grew up.
we might have a night where we just want to just talk about our, girl, just
For our
just
past
talk.
experiences, and that's the thing. Of
Yes.
my life talking about one thing, and we wound up getting and talking about something else, like how
Thank you.
we joined that day. When you joined that day, and how that turned into a praise session and an inspiration. I didn't expect for that to happen, but I'm glad that it
You
did.
want them?
Yes.
I'm glad that it did because, like I said, you have to be open minded. Now, if I was tunnel vision, then I wouldn't
Hmm.
be able to receive that
Yes.
because I'd be so set on sticking to the script. You allow it to flow naturally, and the
Look what Noel said. We hit the cash out for everyone else. Why not for some
I
grown
know.
ladies? We have to support the channel that's resonate
You
with
want me
us.
to
Yes,
tickle your
indeed.
eardrum?
Praise the Lord.
I'm not going to tickle your eardrum. I'm going to tell it to you raw and uncut and uncensored. If I want some ice, I'm gonna tell you I want some ice. But right now, the priority is this car,
Yes.
so that I can get back on the road and I can give back to my subscribers in even a more better way because
Y-
I'll have a steady income and I won't be relying on you
Yes.
completely. I'm
And
not complaining. My refrigerator stopped working. And guess
yeah.
what? I'm still going. And I'm still surviving. I ain't crying about it. We're gonna roll with the punches. We're gonna use my deep freezer. How about that?
Yes, Lord Jesus. But
Get
that's what I'm talking about, girl. You just don't know. I have the. That's why I said I'm gonna come live. God, I have the biggest smile on my face. God is so good, and
good.
we don't ask for so much. We don't ask for too much. When you get up in age, you don't ask for too much. Oh,
Mm-mm.
we just be fair with each other. That's
I heard
it.
the hurt and pain in your voice, and I just wanted to make it
Just,
better.
just be happy.
I'll
Like I
just
say, just talk, just be happy. That's it. Grown folks coming together. Just
I'm
talking
glad
about any and everything.
that's
What you
all I
say?
do. I would just wanted to brighten up your day and help you. Because I heard the hurt and pain in your voice, and I just wanted to make it better. That's the nurse in me. I
Yes.
to make it better. And that's why I am a nurse. Because when my grandmother was dying from bone cancer, I used to go pick flowers for my neighbors, and they used to chase me every morning, chase me away from their garden.
Hmm.
And that never stopped me from picking their flowers because I knew that that was one of the only things that made my grandmother smile when she
Yes.
was dying in our living room on the hospital bed. And I knew from that day forward that I wanted to be a doctor
My
and I
God.
wanted to help people like my grandmothers, get
Mm-hmm.
better. And I
I
was
just, I
forward.
just wanted to be like, you just, just help. I had a zeal to help God's people, and that's why I went into home health. Because before I was in home health, well, I am a licensed cosmetologist. I've been a licensed cosmetologist for almost,
I used to
gosh,
do hair. I
yeah.
used to do hair, and I was trying to last year before I opened up my company. I was trying to open up a home health care company.
It's easy. It's really easy.
Shoot, I thought it was too.
No, it's easy. It's easy. I can help you with that. It's easy.
That's what I really wanted to do
It's
because I
easy.
felt like the people that I was working for wasn't
Hmm.
really caring about the patient.
Hmm.
As long as they was getting that check, they didn't.
Yeah.
And I had a young man, uh, a young boy who was being neglected in the home on a ventilator, and they had infestations of everything. I mean, got doggone animals walking around without
Hmm.
leashes. I'm talking about rats and everything.
Hmm.
And I
Uh,
didn't. I did.
Noel say post your cash out.
Oh, oh, okay. It's
Hold on. Text it to me here. I mean, you
oh,
can post it. You can post it on
I,
yours right now.
let me see.
Mom.
I see. I'm not. Listen. I see you
See,
got 7 pennies. Good God
see if you
Almighty.
gonna post. Thank you, Noel.
Okay, thank you very much, Noel.
I
Um,
got to look for mine.
That's enough. Mom.
AATTZ. It's the Cash App. Yeah, you got to put that in your banner.
I didn't know.
AATTZ, and then we have PayPal too. But we
Mhm.
wanted the Cash App. They go to Cash App. I put it in the chat. Well, I put it in the private chat. AATTZ. Let me see if I can put it in the regular chat. Look at Aunt Frida. You know, I really do have an Aunt Frida. You know that. She's a evangelist. See, I came from Southern Baptist. My grandfather, great grandfathers on both sides, were pastors in their own churches.
Yours AATTZ.
AATTZ.
Okay.
Yep, Southern Baptist. I grew up in Brunswick, Georgia, but I was, basically, I'm a Northerner, but I did grow up in the South
You
as
ever
well.
been to Louisiana?
No, ma'am. But I
Why
love to
you
move.
say? Why you said it so fast?
No, because I wanted to go there, but then it's a lot of voodoo and stuff. But um, I love to eat.
Why everybody said this? Everybody that's come to Louisiana, the first thing they're gonna
I
say,
don't
"Oh,
want
it's voodoo."
no root. I don't want.
Everybody gonna say it's voodoo.
I don't want no
What
root.
is ATT? What?
AATTZ. AATTZ.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the wrong one, y'all. Don't be delete that comment, chat. I don't want nobody sending it.
Yeah, but it's a true. Everybody that comes to
AATZ.
everybody that
They
comes
put
to
it in the chat.
that's it right there.
No, that's not it. Oh yeah, that's it.
Let me put some space in it.
AATTZ. Yeah.
That's it, right?
AATTZ. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Everybody that comes to Louisiana, the first thing they say, "Oh, I don't want to come down there. Y'all, all this voodoo and stuff." Girl, like I say,
I don't want that to happen. Like
I want this. I don't know why I can't put a space on it. It's not letting me put a space.
AATTZ. Well, y'all know the other one is hers, and
Yeah, let me
but
do it
yeah,
like this. Thank
yes,
you, guys.
y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I don't mind going to Louisiana. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
couple all types of prayers attached to me. I'm be wearing
Mm-hmm.
it around my neck so nobody won't root me. I don't want no roots.
Yeah, girl. Well, see, let me tell you a story. Wait, let me see how to get this right. Let me tell you a story. I
Okay.
remember one of my friends. I used to talk to her because her husband, my husband, they used to work together. And she sat there and say about voodoo. And cause see down here, voodoo is very popular, okay? Everybody. I sit there and say, well, as long as you don't bring it to my house. I say, don't bring it to my house. Cause so we dropped the subject. So when she came to my house, she started bringing up about voodoo. I say, look, I told you, long as you don't bring it to my house, I say, because I believe in the Most High God. Now, whatever y'all want to practice, you practice. That's something on you. But God showed me that all this stuff it will form, but it won't prosper. You understand what I'm saying? It's just a temp. You can hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you. I just was
Yes.
pressing.
It's just a temporary fix. And I
Yes.
remember a lady came. She came and she said, soon as she hit the grounds of Louisiana, she said the water started hollering, like people was hollering in the water.
What?
Yes, she said when she came down here, she said she just felt the vibe where it's like voices was hollering in the water. But you see, southern down here, it's so much blood that was spilled because of slavery.
Slavery.
Yeah, it still have people. I could show you when I go to Thibodeau, it still have plantations.
Oh,
It
absolutely.
still have black people living on the plantation. Do you hear me?
Oh, I would love to go there.
What I'm gonna do
I'm
is,
interested in history.
yes, I'm gonna do a video so you guys can see people still working in the sugarcane field.
What? I
Yes,
knew it was modern
and
day slavery going on.
yeah,
I told y'all that.
yes, right here.
I told
And
y'all.
this is the 21st century, right here.
I told y'all they still got slaves.
Yes,
You see
and
that movie
people need to
called?
shine a light. People need to shine a light on it. And the
Did you?
thing about it is that the reason why they don't leave is because they mama and their
Yeah,
ancestors and all them was living in there. And see how they get them is that they they don't pay for no rent, okay? They don't.
They still sharecrop us.
They
Yeah.
still sharecroppers. Yeah.
Now you gotta watch that movie called Annabella. It got what's her name? Janelle Monáe playing it.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is talking about how they abducting regular black people and taking them to somewhere to live as slaves like they was in 1875.
Mm-hmm. Right here, girl. Right here.
Annabella. It's called Annabellum, is it?
Uh-huh.
And they was taking people was being abducted and missing. They was human trafficking these people and putting them on plantations, and nobody knew that this was happening. And they were
Girl,
living.
right here. It's happening now. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, I know that was real. I
Want
knew
me to
it.
tell you what they doing? They taking them out of these prisons, out of the little prison, you know, the jailhouses. Taking them out the jailhouses and having them work in their homes, having them work in the
Yes.
yard and everything else.
Privatizing, yes.
Yes.
Privatizing.
You thinking that they in the jail, you know? No,
No.
they're not in jail. They working in these people's homes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You hear
It's
me?
a movie on Hulu called that.
Yes.
It's a movie on Hulu when it was taking out the immigrants, but they was killing them when it was time for them to get paid. Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I keep telling y'all keep on thinking I'm crazy. I said this is modern day slavery.
Trees.
Lord
You
have-
come down here, and especially in Mississippi, you're gonna see that they have their prisons on the side of the highway in black and white. You remember with Eddie Murphy and
Chain gang, yes, life.
yes, girl, they looking like the Chain Gang.
Oh goodness! See that's what they trying to do. That's why they banning abortions so that people can keep on having slaves.
Slavery still
Yes,
exists
they
down here in these rural areas. You know those little small rural towns. Slavery still exists. When they can't wait to capture some of these kids off the street, and when I tell you, they're having them out there washing their cars, mowing their lawn, cleaning up their house.
Absolutely.
And that night sending them back into jail.
It's called convict leasing.
Yes.
Now that's what was worse than slavery. See, I took African American studies for my elective when I was in college.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I must have it. I gotta find my card.
Uh-huh.
And they were saying that after slavery was over, the convict leasing was worse than slavery because they didn't take care of. See, when they were slaves, they took care of their property.
Uh-huh.
They took care of their property, and they were able to have more people enslaved and without having to feed them and to make sure that they were healthy because they were convicts. And so it would be 5-year-old people, you know, getting arrested for little petty crimes. And instead of them getting a year and being released in that year, they would keep them for 20 years. And they didn't let them go. And they didn't keep any records to let them go because, no, it's not in there. I just looked. Because of they didn't care. They didn't have any value. They were no longer property. They were basically just, cattle.
Yes.
They were cattle. So therefore, the slaves got better treatment than the convicts in convict leasing. And so not only was it free labor that you didn't have to pay for, and remember back in the day, you had to pay for slaves, $800. With convict leasing, people were free. And they would die of starvation. They would die of the chain poisoning by being chained up and infection and all types of diseases that the slaves before that time were treated way better than the convicts in which they were convict leasing. Is a book that's called Worse Than Slavery. And that book is the book that we studied from that told us that had the post of the original, sentencing of 5-year-old children, 6-year-old children who was sentenced to life in prison working as a convict. It was called Convict Leasing. The book is called Worse Than Slavery. So get that.
Worse than slavery?
Worse Than Slavery.
Wow. I'm going to make sure I get that. But girl, it's right here. I'm telling you. Because I called my mom the other day. I said, I think I might start vlogging, of the plantation homes and how these people still living in the plantation homes. Still living.
I would love.
And I've been hearing people be talking about, slavery. Slavery have not ended.
They have not
They
ended.
just took another name. It's just a different name.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And we're still being lynched, but we're being lynched in different.
Yes.
by, the police, and, unarmed black men being killed in the streets and filmed. So yes, absolutely. And we have to wake up. This is a real thing, but just because we are still able to live our regular lives, we don't think that it's an imminent threat. But all of those FEMA camps and those coffins that they ordered, if you noticed, those camps are going to turn into concentration camps.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was bringing my son to school, and I live across the track. Okay, I was bringing my son to school, and the train passed, and I was wondering what those pods was until I Googled it and found out those was coffins, and that was like maybe about 10 years ago. So they been was plotting against us, trees. They been was plotting against
Oh, they've
us.
been. It's a documentary on YouTube. What is that wrestler name?
Yes, Doctor. What's his name? Van something. Jesse.
Jesse Ventura.
Yes.
Yeah, those FEMA.
Yes.
He said, "What are those? Those container like storage container like things? They supposed to be for FEMA camps. But if they're FEMA camps and people are coming there because they need help, why you got coffins?
Yes.
As far as the eye can see, why do you
Believe
got,
you're
why you
blessed.
got fences?
Yes.
See, they was doing a test run with the immigrants, locking them up, seeing how that was a test run. When they see, that's why I want to be self-sufficient. That's why I'm getting back to work. I'm gonna buy my little piece of land. I'm gonna have my solar powered generators, and I'm gonna have my well. I'm not gonna be relying on the government or society for anything. We're gonna start a small little farm. I'm gonna get a couple of goats, and I'm building my zombie proof.
Your zombie proof.
It's gonna be a half an acre. It's gonna be a half an acre land. And it's going to be my trailer, my double wide, and I'm going to have another trailer out there too. And I'm going to start our farm. I'm going to get me some overalls and some galoshes, and that's what we're going to do.
So what you going to do? What you going to move in the trailer?
Oh, yeah.
Why you just don't put, why you just, so in case you want to ride it out. You want to ride out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, the trailer ain't going to have wheels. That's an RV. I plan on getting an RV too, just because I just got to pick up and leave. Just go. House on wheels.
But the storms, well, I live in hurricane area, so you got to be mindful of, trailers, because you need something that's going to be solid foundation.
I'm getting it because it's cheaper.
Okay.
Listen, I'm on a budget now. Now, once I get my home health care, once you help me with that, then we can talk about other stuff. But right now,
let me tell you about home health care. Everybody thought that it was so hard. All you need is $75. I started my business with 75.
No,
75. I raised my right hand to God. $75.
I called this state and everything to get the first step to get that license is $200 something in Pennsylvania.
I had favor. All you have to do is come up with a name. Go ahead and take that class. That class was nothing but, I think the class was like maybe about, I think I paid about $100 for the class. And the class was one day. But see, the thing about it is I had favor. I had, like everything that was just set in place for me. All I had to do is just my shop and everything was already set up, so I didn't have to spend money on nothing. And soon in a minute, the client said there, I got my my license. And once I got my license, the clients came to me. I submitted that to the state. They gave me the number, the billing number. I ran my business for 2 years behind my house in my shed. I'm telling you, it didn't cost nothing. Once I took that class was only one day. You hear me, trees?
I hear you.
Once all my clients came to me because what happened was, I told you, I'm gonna tell you about my outreach ministry. I was doing an outreach ministry, so I had already had people every month we would feed them. Christmas come, the kids, we buy them bikes, and we was buying them out of our own pocket, not with nothing, with our own money. And clients, people, they trusted me. So what happened was they came out of other agencies, and they came to me, and all I had to do is sign them up. Once I signed them up, the state sat there and gave me whatever documents I needed to write the plan, the care plan. Once I write the care plan, sent it to the state. Before you know it, that was my client.
Let me tell you something, Miss
It
D.
was easy. Not people think
the
starting a
medical-
business is so hard. It's not.
the first level is easy here. That's why a lot of people hire.
Well, they don't make it hard now. People have made it hard now, but
Well,
back then it wasn't.
how much it costs. The first level is $200. I
Mhm.
talked to the representative at the state because
So
I'm a
what the
nurse.
$200 for?
That's the application fee to do the initial. That's not the home health. That's just the home care. I'm a nurse, so I want to hire other nurses as well. I have to apply for the home health care.
I was doing personal health care, and I also was doing long health care,
So that is
long term.
okay. So that's the beginning level. That's only for CNAs and only for home health.
Yes.
That's the beginning level. I wanted to be able to, in order to do home health care, not home care, but home health care and hire nurses, you have to apply for Medicare funding. Like you have to be able to receive Medicare and Medicaid.
Yeah, that's
So,
what I was doing. I was doing both. I was doing Medicaid and Medicare.
yes, but that is just for CNAs and attendants. If you want to hire nurses, you have to apply. Their license for that is $100,000.
No, come on.
Here in Pennsylvania, to apply for the home health care license is
So who have to come up with that money? You?
Yes.
Girl, come on.
That's why I was going to
I
do the
promise
first
you.
level. Listen, I was going to first level first, like the one you do have. I was going to do that first, make the 100,000 off of that, and then apply once I open up the entry level one.
Oh, so you want to go big all at one time? That's what you're trying to say.
I want to go start small, like what you're doing with the CNA.
Let me tell you, I did the personal care and I did I do the long-term care. So the long-term care is that person is in my business, in my company until that child died, he or she died. But with the personal care, we only just go there just to remind them of their medication, just go do a little cleaning up or, just a little straighten up a little bit, stuff like that. But I didn't come up with nothing. Like I say, favor ain't fair. I didn't come up with nothing because all my clients were standing in line waiting for me, and that's where all the jealousy kicked in.
That's good. Yes, and then the criteria in Pennsylvania is you have to get 3 or 10 private pay patients first. 3, you open up the case, and this is the personal care, not the advanced one, not the nurses. It's personal care. You get 3 private pay patients, and then when they review how you took care of them out of their private pay, then they will approve you for Medicare. And Medicaid. Yes, after you open up cases of private pay.
Okay.
And that application is $200.
Okay. I ain't had to come up with nothing, girl. And I promise you, nothing but come up with my name, and that was it. And I didn't have to pay any lease because I did it for 2 years behind my house. I had my shop.
Oh, thank you.
Really, all I needed was just a fax machine so the state can fax me paperwork, and that was it.
I could use my house as well, but it has to have its own private entrance.
You have to have a own private. Yeah, you have to
have a private entrance, and it cannot be accessible. Now, I did my research now.
You have to be separated from your home.
Yes, from your home. Yes, I did my research.
And see, my shop is separated from home. And once I got big, that's when I went and opened it up, open up another building.
That's what I'm saying.
And from there, they gave me like 7 different parishes where I can open up hundreds of business, different home health.
They don't have it a lot down south. So that's why I really want to start here first where I'm at. And then
it's strict now, especially you living in the city. It's very strict. Everybody doing it now.
Everybody was scared and made it hard. But I'm still going to speak that into existence because not only am I going to be a YouTube sensation, but I'm also going to give her, because what I was doing too as a nurse, I was going to different halfway houses and things and teaching, as they was coming off the street and getting off drugs, I was teaching them what to look out for in regards to them neglecting when they was in their addiction, their health. And I would tell them, at this age, you should go and get a pap smear every year. And I would go to different places to give that for free, a service, nursing service of nursing health education. So I was giving back too in outreach as well.
Yeah, because it's really bad in Philadelphia. You see, down here, where we live, we don't even have, you know how I was looking at YouTube and saw certain parts of Philadelphia, all those
Oh,
homeless
let me
people
share my
on
screen.
drugs.
Let me
It's
show.
really bad.
Let me show you. They call it it's like Skid Row
Yes.
and it's called Kensington. And I when I tell
Hmm.
you, it's like going to a city of zombies.
My God.
It's a whole nother world. I'm gonna share my screen because it's some very
And my, cause I have a friend live out there, and he was showing me. Even the police just passing by while they shooting up, shooting up, injecting themselves with the drugs, and they don't say not one thing to them. Don't arrest them or anything. Just leaving them out there on the streets. That's horrible. And down here, guys, like I say, y'all might call us slow, but down here we don't have all that. Not where I'm at. We try to see if we can work together, but it's very hard. I mean, it's rough, and the thing about it, it's gonna get worse than this. It's gonna get worse, yeah, like The Walking Dead.
yes, ma'am. I'm trying to share my screen, but when I do it on
Mm.
the browser, take up my whole screen. I have to share the app.
So why the mayor don't stop it? Why the mayor? The government.
What they was doing when I was trying to go down there, and we fed them. Me and my husband went down there to feed them, and they were so appreciative. Oh my God, they were so appreciative. They was coming
Hmm.
to the car in droves, and we ran out so fast. I felt so bad, but I only had enough to fill up the car. I made all these platters.
Hmm.
And, it was around Thanksgiving, and I made all these platters, and I said I'm gonna just go somewhere, and I'm gonna just stop and give them out until I run out.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, what's your name? Where you come from? You're an angel. And they was
Hmm.
just so grateful. But I wound up pulling up to a place that looked like a church. And they had ID badges. All of the addicts had ID badges. I said, well, what is this place? Tell the
Hmm.
people to come out and get some food. They said, well, this is one of those safe havens where we can go and get needles and we can get
That's what Stacy just said. Clean. They supplying clean
yes,
needles.
they're supplying places where they can shoot up safely in Philadelphia,
Mm-mm-mm.
where they're
Mm-mm-mm.
cutting our preschool programs. They're cutting. They had closed the fire station down the street where a man and his children died. Well, no,
Wow.
he was actually on the roof, but his children died because the fire station was closed that Wednesday.
And why they don't arrest them? Just like Valerie said that they
Because
don't even arrest them for
they
shooting up.
know
Why they don't do that?
they don't arrest. Why you think they got the right complexion for the protection?
Mm-mm-mm.
It's because it's their wives, it's their daughters, it's their brothers.
That's on the street.
Yes, it's not us because you know what they did to us when we was going through that crack epidemic. What did
Hmm.
they gentrified? They took our houses,
Took
they
everything.
locked our men up, and had us to fend for ourselves. We didn't have governmental funding to get over the crack epidemic, but
Hmm.
now soccer moms that's leaving their children and having their babies addicted in the hospitals, and so now it's a problem. Now Congress is involved.
Wow.
They donated almost $1 billion to the recovery for the opioid epidemic. We
Mm-mm-mm.
didn't get that same grace when we were being ripped apart by the crack epidemic.
Now the tables done turned.
The tables done turned, and now that's why they're not getting arrested because
Mm-mm-mm.
it's theirs.
They was arresting our people just for little small little.
It's people still locked up for marijuana charges.
And they need to release every last one of them.
And there's people, young people. I remember the young girl who was mentally ill, who had stabbed an Italian lady in
Hmm.
South Philadelphia. Lynn Abraham was the district attorney during that time. She charged that 14-year-old girl with murder.
Wow.
With murder, 14 years old. And so it's a great disparity in our criminal justice system. Is a great disparity, and it always we always get the crappy end of the stick. But like I said, we have to be the change that we want to see, and we think that voting in the presidential elections is going to change. No, it starts with the small governments. It starts
Hmm.
with the prosecutor.
Yeah, with your local and your local
Yeah,
city, vote them out. Because if you having people just you walking over crack addicts and people
that's the
that
kids
strung
on the
up
way
on
to
drugs,
school.
then
The
it's
kids on
time
the
to
way to school. The
vote
kids.
those jokers out.
These
What you
are when
say?
it's a city of zombies. They literally got. They come here because we
All right, Noel.
They
Glad you joined the live, babe. Go ahead.
thank you. Well, they come here because it is said that we have some of the best heroin in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So people come from all around. They have their suitcases out there with them. They come from all around just so that they can, try this heroin out here.
Mm-hmm.
I called the news station because my aunt was killed by a recovery. He was supposed to be in recovery. He came from Baltimore, and he killed her. He was on the news for doing the ATM robberies. It was a chain of robberies at the ATM, and he was the one who was doing it. Well, it's been about 7 years. I just buried her son. Her son found her body. Um, she was stabbed to death by supposed to be a recovering addict, and so he stole her ATM card and went down Kensington. I called the Fox 29 News because the cops was not investigating the way they should, because the family, after the cops left, found another murder weapon under the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I called Internal Affairs and I called Fox 29, and they
I
put
know that's true.
on the news. I was at work at the time. They wanted to interview me, but I was at work. I said, no, interview her daughter, because her daughter lost her mother, and the cops are handling this very softly. I don't want her murderer to get away. I actually went down to the streets that he was trying to use her ATM card, and I was handing out the pictures. And I also had my aunt's autopsy pictures where it showed her stabbed body. She was so badly stabbed that we had to purchase a rubber suit, because the outfit that we took to the funeral home, the embalming fluid ate it away.
Mm-mm-mm.
He was leaking from every place that he stabbed her.
Wow.
And so that was not only was I was in a domestic violence relationship, and I shared my story on my channel. I also, that I was in for 7 years, that was a wake up call to me, because when I saw her lying in that casket, I said, that could be me, or that could be him. And so he was an active addict, and I did what I could do. We went out on the streets, and I showed everybody this is what he did, because in Philly they say snitches get stitches. But I showed her autopsy picture, 2 men, 2 women, to make them tell on him. And they said, if I see him, I will tell you. And I'm from the streets, and I don't tell on nobody, but I will tell on him, because that could have been my aunt. That could have been my sister. I showed them the autopsy pictures because I wanted to see.
So when you called the news station, what happened? Did they go out and report
to it? And those people shipped up, and they brought more attention to the story, and they got him. They caught him. I think the next day, he was trying to carjack this woman with a screwdriver in front of a police station on Champlain. He was so desperate. Yes. All he needed was $19 to get away, but God said no. All he needed was 19. He called his family and everything, saying, please, I just need to get out the city. And they said, no, not this time. They didn't know that he killed my aunt. They didn't know that, but they wouldn't give it to him. And typically they would always send him money when he want to come back home. But they said, God said no. And so he didn't even know. He was so hopped up on drugs or whatever. He didn't even know he was in front of the police station. Wow. And the police came out and saw him trying to carjack the lady. And so he tried to stab the officer so he got all these other charges. So he's now arrested in jail for life. But during that trial, one of the people that I questioned out on the street, his girlfriend, which I knew it, I told you I have clairvoyancy. And I said, she knows him, because the attitude that she gave me and said, who is she supposed to be? His girlfriend. I said, yes, his girlfriend. He killed her last night. You see what he did to her? He said, well, that's not even his name. His name is something, whatever his nickname was on the street. I said, yeah, well, if you see him, which I'm sure you will, tell him I'm looking for him.
Wow.
And that same lady, dark-skinned lady with dreads, showed up in court, and he accused. I don't know why. I sent the money to the damn call. How much was it?
16 something.
Let me send some more money there.
And Valerie said, what we're doing is breeding addicts. And I think so too. That's why they sit there and putting all them drugs on the street, knowing that these kids gonna get it. I think they experimenting on these kids. Like you said, zombies, trying to make zombies. So I might have to build me a camp to protect myself from the zombies. Like The Walking Dead. I think The Walking Dead is true.
It
The
is
Walking
true.
Dead is true.
Auntie, don't you remember those people that was eating people? Remember they had the Ebola zombies in Africa. Then it
Mm-hmm.
was the man in New York who ate his wife's liver. Then it was another, they call them bath salt zombies and Ebola zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we had all of those outbreaks of people that was eating people out of nowhere? And
But
then all of a sudden,
yeah.
no more. We ain't hear about it no more. This
Uh-uh.
stuff, when Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise play in these type of movies, they be telling us before it's time. Look at that movie that came out, Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Enemy of the State. All of
Mm-hmm.
that stuff was true. When they had
Mm-hmm.
the guns that could see through the houses, the infrared, and now look at you can see through people's houses.
Wow.
Tell you, they show you before you see it. They tell
Wow.
you,
Wow.
yes, it is true. It's
This
about
is end time, girl. This is end times.
this is the end of days
And I
because
think they
the
experimenting on these kids.
well, guess what? The Revelation talks about the people of Gog and Magog, even in the Quran. The
Mm-hmm.
people of Gog and Magog, in before Armageddon comes, this was a cursed people. They were cannibals. They
Yes.
havoc on the earth and be eating people. Where you think zombies come from? It
Mm-mm.
happens. It will happen.
Mm-mm.
Yes,
But they was doing that from the beginning, eating people.
they were.
You see what I'm saying?
Those were the lost cities of Babylon who did those.
Yes, they was eating people.
And now they're doing it again. See, we started off, see, the believers in God, see, we all share something in common where we choose the higher in exchange for the lower, but there will be more masses in hell than there will be in heaven. That's why it's seeming like we are the only ones that are left that believe in God, because everybody has turned away. Now they're into paganism. Now they're back to worshiping idols and all of this. Now they're back to doing the crystals and all of this stuff. See, all of this stuff is a because the Revelation warns against the soothsayers and all of that. They warn against it, but now that has become more prevalent, and now we are looking like strangers.
You can't even hardly identify people no more. It's just looking so weird.
Because they're
This is to show
they're
looking
manifesting physically. Whatever it is, they're spiritual. That's what happens. You can see spiritually, and whatever you do in the spiritual realm will manifest in the physical world. So what you are seeing, one of the prophets had said, one of the prophets' companions had said, I see many amongst me, but not all of you are human. I see many people amongst me, but not all of you are human. Because the sins that they are committing are making them lower than humans. They are like beasts, and it starts to be apparent on their faces and in their spirit. See, some people look at you and they can see your spirit versus what you present physically. You know how when some people enter the room, it seems like all the air leaves out?
Yeah, they just suck all the air out.
That's because the devil says, I am legion, I am many. So that person is occupied by many entities because of what they have been doing. And so other entities attach themselves, like souls for like souls. And they congregate with that person, because once you start doing things and you open up your body, now we're in our physical state, but we have a soul. So once your heart start manifesting all of these things, the unseen people start to congregate with those like-minded demons. And so now you have a whole congregation of demons that's attached to that human being. That's why that happens.
Wow.
Because they are accompanied by many. The devil says, I am legion.
But that's his job. He's trying to take out as many as he can. That's why they say seeking whom he can devour. And what he's going to do is fool the elect. And as you can see, he's fooling people that thought they had it all together.
Absolutely.
Because his job is to prove us.
He got to lead us astray. His job is not to lead astray those who are already astray. His job is to lead astray the believers.
To prove us as guilty before God.
Yes, to prove us as unworthy to be created.
Yes. And he's doing it. He's pulling them in like sheep for the slaughter. Like you said there and say about hell. Yeah, hell is busting itself wide open.
Wide open. And some people were created just to be fuel for the fire. So you understand that some people that just don't want to do right, it's just like they are made from pure evil. Why is this person like that? Well, that person was created to be our test. Some people were just created to be your test. They were created as a tribulation or a trial for other people, as a cautionary tale, so to speak.
Look what Smokey said. She said, if a zombie apocalypse comes, where am I going to get food? We
Gotta
need to
start
start
growing.
growing our food
That's what I was telling you.
because you don't know what they putting in our food right now. You know, going in the grocery stores, that's a
You get
sign
all
right now.
this.
These people are cattle's and all
They are
kind of farms
controlled.
is burning up and cattle's dying. You don't
You
know what all this stuff coming from. What they doing? They
you can
experimenting on
control our
us.
full food source because after all, what do most diseases come from? They poison your water source. Look what happened in Flint, Michigan. That's an
Yes,
experiment.
that's a
That,
wake up right there.
okay, so if you're getting water from the government or whatever, if they're and they still don't have clean water.
Hmm.
But if you leave these powers that be responsible for your nourishment, then they can control you easily and they can enslave you.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's a real
Hmm.
thing. Well, I'm gonna get off here because I am hot and I gotta look turn on a fan or something. I gotta eat my ice and I can't eat my ice while I'm on live. But
Hmm.
yeah, but I am hot and I enjoyed this kind. Like I said,
I enjoy to not thank you
you
too
your
for
number,
helping me out.
number, and then the ball in your court. I love you and I love this conversation. I want
Yes.
somebody else to come up and join and build on this conversation because everybody is enjoying it. Look at the chat.
Yeah, I see that.
I didn't even get a chance to share the video and everybody knew where I was. Oh no.
Yeah. But if anyone want to talk, you know, we could talk. Even though I just came on just to try to see if I can go and share my lives, you know, my script. And look, trees
God.
came on and helped me how to show it, you know, how to work it out.
I'm
So
just
look
sitting,
at God. God is
I'm
good.
just an
And I just
instrument.
came on just trying to test to see how I
And,
can,
yeah,
you
and
know.
I wasn't even. I was listening to Stephanie Mills, and I was about to
Okay.
log for YouTube because I was listening to Stephanie trying to get in a better space because I
Mm-hmm.
went ziggity boom earlier. So I was listening, never knew love like this before, and I just felt so filled up. And I was just
Mm-hmm.
about to close out YouTube, and I said, "Oh, wait a minute, Miss D Live."
So it just showed up because I didn't even put,
It
you
showed
know,
up
no, I
because
didn't
you're
tag
live.
anybody. It just showed up.
I told you when you're live, you reach more people. You reach more.
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
because I didn't tag nobody, and I was just
you
coming on
didn't.
trying to figure out how to share my
Anybody
screen.
onto YouTube will see your live. They will see that
Okay, well I
you're
need to
live.
come on more often.
Yes, you can still upload if you want to. Like,
Look what Madame said. The trees is our ESPN. You keep them up on the news, huh?
well, not ESPN. Literally, they talking about my clairvoyancy because
Oh,
I
okay.
read people. I read people in the chat, and I be right most of the time.
Yeah, that's how I am. God, the Most High God gave me a spirit of discernment as
Yes,
well. Most likely, that's probably why we have a kindred spirit. You think
yeah,
so?
I think so.
Because I had that gift since I was a child.
Me too.
So
I
I
knew
would.
my Bones was dead before he was even. Nobody knew he was dead. He
That's it.
he was missing, and I asked my mother one morning. I said
Hmm.
my uncle Bones came and talked to me, and he disappeared. I said,
Hmm.
"Have anybody seen him?" And he was the only Muslim in my family.
Hmm.
I said, "You dead, Uncle Bones? Why is you sitting here?" And I mean, he was just as real as you was talking to me. He actually
Hmm.
woke me up, sat on the couch. I felt him, and I spoke to him. And the next morning, I said, "Uncle Bones is dead, Mom. Did anybody talk to him?" She said, "Why would you say something like that, Nicole?" And then she started calling around. Nobody
Hmm.
had seen him in the past few days. Then they found him a few days later. He was stabbed in the alleyway.
Hmm.
He was dead, and I
Wow.
knew it.
Wow.
I knew
Uh,
it. Yeah.
let me tell you about this right here before you leave. My brother-in-law, he is supposed to have, well, they say he was supposed to have been dead since 2 weeks ago, and they done turned the machine off. They took he have like a pacemaker. They done put a magnet on there because he just suffering. He just grieving. Where hospice just taking over now, just trying to make him comfortable as possible. Okay. So what happened was today, this going on 2 weeks. He haven't eaten in 2 weeks. He just laying there like just laying there. Um, so I had a dream last night, trees, and God gave me a message to go and call my sister and tell her that the reason why he haven't transitioned yet, which is not over until the Most High God says it over, right? Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So the reason why he didn't transition yet because he still have some unfinished work.
Mm.
Now, so God gave me a scripture out of Revelation 25:4, where he said he gonna wipe your tears, and you won't moan, you won't cry anymore. So I called my sister. I say, God gave me a word to tell you to tell to her husband, because see, they sitting there saying, the reason why he's not transitioned, because long as people is in that room, you stimulating his body, and and long as he have that light and that music, he's still living, right?
Yes. And that's what we believe as Muslims. We believe that that's why you can't openly grieve around someone who is transitioning, because their soul wants to go, but they stay because they're concerned about those who they're leaving behind. They feel bad. They don't want to go.
But listen to this. What happened was the Most High God showed me, he said, the reason why he's not gone, because my little niece and her niece was arguing in that house, okay? And what it did, it trapped the spirit, trapped into his body. So he didn't want to leave, because he didn't want to leave with all that confusion that was around him while he was transitioning. So God had told me to tell my sister, to tell those kids to go and apologize, because he's not going to go long as he know all that confusion is in that house, right? So my sister said that and say, put the phone to him. Now, mind you, he haven't moved, he haven't said anything. But the minute when she put that phone and let me speak to him, and I read Revelation 21:4, where God said he gonna wipe your tears, he won't moan, don't cry no more. Don't you know that man say thank you, and I got the video right now. I'm gonna play it. I promise you, God is about to do a miracle. God is about to do a miracle. That's why he have not left yet. And I could call my husband in here right now, and he's gonna tell you the same thing. God is because we thought that the miracles was just back then in the Bible days, when God was forming miracles, and we wonder why we don't see those miracles today. But God about to do some miracles today, because he said, greater works that you shall do in his name. He said, greater works that we shall do in his name. And that man, I'm gonna play that video. That man was saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. He was speaking.
Wow.
He was speaking because his spirit now is trapped into that body. But God said there and said, God is about to do a miracle. You hear me?
Yes, you can't
God
limit.
is about to do a miracle. God is about to raise him up. Either God gonna raise him up, or God using me to have a message to tell those kids to go and make it right by him for sitting there fussing in my sister's house.
Right. You know what? You can't. That's one thing I've learned, to never doubt or limit God's magnificence. He's in control of all things, and especially he's the owner of our soul. So that's right. Whatever his will is, just pray to be able to accept whatever that may be.
And that's just like what happened to my cousin. My cousin and I, when she died, it was like a part of me had left with her, because we were so close. And I remember she used to come in my closet, and she used to just, wear all my clothes, And I was sitting there and said, girl, you better start buying your own clothes. And don't you know, that's why you have to be careful what comes out your mouth, because that's life and death is in the power of the tongue. So you have to watch what you speak, because that stuff can manifest. So what happened was, she was young, 21 years old. She and I was close. You couldn't see one without the other. She had died in a car accident. And don't you know, her body came out and came straight past me. I felt a cool breeze. Then it went straight into my closet trees. And some dropped out, some dropped in my closet. Girl, I ran to my sister's house. You hear me? That's when I was staying on the other side. I ran to my sister's house. Well, I drove to my sister's house. And I sat there and I say, I felt my sister, I felt my cousin, her, she was in my closet. I said, I felt that breeze, but I say, I loved her to death. I said, then say, don't make no sense for me being scared of my cousin when I know I love my cousin to death. Okay.
Right.
So what happened was, I said, I'm going home. And I went and I fell on my knees. And I say, sis, I love you to death. I say, but I need you to come to me in a peaceful way. She came to me that night in a dream. My entire house was empty. Only one chair. And she told me to tell my mama and my daddy to stop worrying about me because I'm all right. The
Wow.
next day, Trees, I'm not telling you no lie. Her mom didn't even ring the doorbell. She always hit the door, and I knew
Oh,
it was her. And she don't come in. She just was just crying because the girl was so young, just crying. And I looked her, and she looked me in my eyes, and her eye was just pop. I said, I have a message. I
wow.
say, my cousin, well, we call her real name is Rosalind. I said, she came to me in a dream. And she told me to tell my mama and my daddy to stop worrying about me. I was gonna be all right. And don't you know, once I told her that, her mom that, I never saw her spirit no more.
Thank God, because my
I
nerves.
never saw her spirit no more. Huh?
See, my spirit, my nerves too bad. I would say, cousin, what you trying to take me with you? Because I'm going to go to the room. I done passed out and I had a
But
heart.
sometimes we see the spirit lives on. The spirit does not die. Whether it's in heaven or hell, whatever, the
Right,
spirit does not die.
right,
It
right.
lives,
Yes,
and I think my brother-in-law, his spirit is caught into his body, is trapped into
purgatory.
his body.
Purgatory.
Yes, it's trapped in his body, and he cannot sit there and go until he cannot go to the light, and spirit cannot come out of his body, first of all, until God sit there and say,
Of course.
well done.
So,
Secondly, they need to make it right. You understand? Because something is holding that body in, or
and
maybe God is about to work a supernatural blessing,
change.
miracles, raise up the dead. Because didn't He do that to Lazarus?
Yes, didn't he? And he also did it to another evangelist, but that's a different story.
And also
Lord.
my other sister said she saw that is a Job experience, because you remember when God told the devil, you can attack anything on Job's body, but don't touch his soul. Remember, which is his mind. This man still in his right mind. He still hear us. He still hear us. He still moves, but all of his organs are shut down, but he's still alive.
Mm.
Do you hear me? He's still alive. And you a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
You a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
And you know right there, that's
Mm-hmm.
not so, but that's God.
Yeah, because if he said that means that he's not brain dead. And
No.
what he was going through was failure to thrive. Now, failure to thrive is not a death sentence. That could be reversed.
Mm-hmm.
Be
So what
reversed
you mean reverse?
because the reason why it seems like he's transitioning is because he lost his will to live. That's why he's
Mm-hmm.
eating. But if he begins to eat, or if he begins to regain, or because a lot of people's mortality rates comes from it's a study that was done, and the people who have strong faith and strong belief in God has more successful rates when they're going through chemo and near fatal chronic illnesses.
Mm-hmm.
Believe in God, those people live longer and have a more higher success of living versus those who don't believe in anything or don't believe in God, period. They
Mm-hmm.
have a lower success rate. So you might have ignited or reaffirmed his faith to survive. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. So time will tell, and I want you to keep us posted because he could
Yes.
be around. Because if he said something while he was
Yeah. He
off,
said thank you. He said thank you. I heard him. But
mm,
the hospice sat there and say that everything shut down on him. The only thing, they done put a magnet on his pacemaker, right? To stop the heart.
uh-huh.
And they say the doctors don't want to see him no more, because the doctors, once they turn it over to hospice, that's it.
Yeah,
But the
but
man's still
I
living.
I've seen people come out of hospice. I remember one of my patients was in hospice,
Hmm.
and they had to take him out of hospice
So
because
you think my sister should just go ahead and take him out of hospice
take him
and
out of
just
hospice
bring him to the hospital? Bring him to the hospital, right?
because hospice is not going to do any type of life saving measures. So
Mm-hmm.
now that he's spoken, he's shown signs of life.
Mm-hmm.
Do that immediately because hospice is only going to kill him. See,
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you something about hospice. This is why one of my girlfriends, I need to call her. Well, I don't have her number. I need to
Hi,
go to
Monique. Mm-hmm.
now. She was working in hospice home care in the facility.
Mm-hmm.
Said she called me Naima. That's my Muslim name. She said, Naima, They're killing these patients. And when I tell you she cares for each and every one of her patients like they are her grandmother, she called all of them grandma. She said, this patient haven't had no water in a week. She said, I know because every time I go in there, she never have a cup of water. I have to give her water. And so she said they giving her heavy narcotics, and narcotics, it dehydrates you, it makes you very
Yeah, that
dry.
morphine. That's what they poking in them. That morphine.
The morphine slows your respirations and it slows your respirations to the point where you can die. But they don't
Mm-hmm.
mind that. You see, when I was doing a hospice patient, they wanted me to give her the fatal dose. And I refused because I said, I'm a nurse. I don't kill people. I make them better. I heal people. They said, well, she's
Exactly.
in hospice and we don't care if this takes her life. And I said, well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a nurse and I don't kill people. And
Mm-hmm.
if you want her to have it, then you give it to her. But I'm not going to do it. They got the administrators, the top dog, the president, to come down and to yell at me. Some white man, old white man, and this nurse that was her aunt, and she says it's fine. We're expecting her to transition. Give her the medicine. I said no. I'm not giving her the medicine. Of course, I was not ex back to that
Mm-hmm.
facility. But I'm glad that I did not because her respirations was already at 6. She was like taking very, very slow, very shallow respiration. And I don't care that she was in hospice, but they were looking forward to her to die. I don't know if they
Mm-hmm.
had a will or what. But hospice does not do any life saving measures.
Mm-hmm.
So now that he has shown some type of promise,
Yeah, I got the video right now, girl. I
if
got
he
the I got
showed
the tape right now where he's saying,
to call
"Thank you, thank you."
immediately.
Hmm.
I don't know all of the picture because I don't know what he's suffering from or nothing.
He's
But
for I think uh everything, all his organs I know is shut down on him.
they're failing
Mm-hmm.
for everything. Why? What was it? Because that's secondary to something.
Because of what happened was what
I-
you call that heart something.
A heart issue, congestive.
Yeah, some dealing with the heart where he needed a pacemaker.
So okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if he needed a pacemaker, okay. So what changed for him other than him talking? Like
The fluid had built up on him.
okay, so he's the congestive
Hmm.
heart.
Yeah, that's what it is. Congestion heart failure. Hmm.
Okay, so they wanted to put him in hospice because he was failure to thrive. He wasn't eating and
The
things.
fluid just kept building up on him, and they was pumping the fluid, and all of a sudden he just
He went into like a coma like state.
yeah. But now he's moving around, and
Well, well, then if she wants to save him, they can possibly extend his life, and
mhm.
something can happen because fluid is something that can be remedied. I don't know moving forward what else they can do, but at least it's worth a shot. I know I would
Mhm.
be try.
That man sat there and he started talking, raising his hands up, and everything else.
Well, then obviously he's not ready to go.
And I read the scripture to him, and I have it recorded. I don't want to put it on because
No,
I
no,
don't want
don't put it on here.
nobody. No, I wouldn't dare do that because I
But
don't
I'm
want
just
nobody
saying,
to cringe. But I'm
I,
just saying I have the proof.
he's not ready to go. So maybe you need to
Hmm.
shut this down and come back and update us. But
Yeah,
have him rush to a hospital because obviously he's not ready to go.
and I don't think so too.
Maybe God
So
ain't put him yet.
the
But the
only thing that I can say is just
hospitals won't do CPR. They won't do any type of life saving measures. So if she
nothing.
tells him to, obviously he's not ready to go because he spoke.
Hmm.
He's not ready to go.
He's yeah. So he's quite obvious. He's in his right mind.
He's in his right mind and he has brain function.
And that's why I say this is a Job experience because you remember when I said that Satan attacked everything on Job,
Mm-hmm.
but he couldn't touch his soul, which is his mind.
Mm-hmm.
But when I read those scriptures to him, it's like it just brought life to him.
Reactivated,
Yeah,
reanimated.
it activated, and I believe that this is going to be this right here is a supernatural blessing that God is about to do a miraculous miracle.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well, you have to be in a position to receive it. So you need to
mhm.
tell her ASAP to get him to a hospital. And they might want to drag their feet because you got to remember, hospice facilities aren't paid until the patient dies.
Oh, okay.
So they are going to want to see him die before they're going to want to see him get better.
Yes.
So therefore, they have no motive to keep him alive, even though that's not their job to do so. But they get
Hmm.
paid once the patient dies.
Hmm.
That's when they get paid. They don't get paid before then.
Yeah, but God gave me that gift since I was like, when you receive your gift, I was like 12 years old.
Well, the old folks always said that
I say about 11. I say about 11.
they
Mm-hmm.
said they always said I could see. I was
Mm-hmm.
or whatever they say, or I was born with a veil off of my
Hmm.
face or over my face, however they say it.
Yes, Abel. Mm-hmm.
That's what they said. So as far as I can remember, they used to say that about me and my family. So
Mm-hmm.
I know when I was 5 years old and stuff, I would say things, and they would be like, "Oh my gosh, she's been here before. Where she come from?" They used to nickname me. They call me woman. They used to call
Mm-hmm.
me woman because I was a little girl, but I spoke like a grown person.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I was about 5 years old when I start remember them people telling me that.
Mm-hmm.
The old folks, my
Mm-hmm.
grandmother, and they
It,
came peachy. They came from North Carolina.
okay.
Hmm.
My hands was and it is, and my mom hand, it was like you would think it's sweating, but it wasn't sweating. It's like it's like anointing. Like the oil, the anointing.
Yes,
And my mom, she had that gift since she was a little child. But
yep.
like when you don't use something, if you don't use it, you abuse it.
You lose it, and
You
so that's
lose it.
why
And
I say you.
that's what she did. She abused it because
Yeah,
by not using it and not
yep.
doing what God told her to do. But she had that gift. People come see my mom today because when my mom's speaking, she knows how to interpret dreams, which I have that gift too. When people come see her,
Yes,
because she is, I mean, I asked her to come on here where this woman have white and black people come to see her.
I would
You hear
love.
me? White and black people come to
I
see.
would love to talk to her because
My
that's what.
mom could do a miracle right now, and you have passed. My mom could take a glass and open her hand and fill that whole glass up with water. Do you hear me?
Mm-mm. Wow.
I tell you no lie.
Mm.
I promise you, everything that I spoke into existence, God had granted to me. When God told me at the age of 16 years old, He said, "Go and find your house." I went and found my house, found the shop in the back to do hair. He told me to draw it. I drew it, and he said, "Go look for that house." I mean, even with my business, I promise you, trees. When you would have went in my business, it's like just like a house. Is everything was elegant, everything was neat. No shack, no. I'm talking about brand new stuff. You know what I mean? Brand new building, everything. Everything that the Most High God gave to me, it was nobody but God. Nobody but God. If I touch it, I promise you, it's gonna prosper. When I speak, remember when I told about that girl? I said that if she don't get that out of that house, I say everything, she won't be in that house long. Go play that video back.
Yes,
You,
ma'am.
I told her, I said you don't know who you messing with.
Yep.
You
Yep.
messing with God's or not. If you don't get that blood money out of your
Yep.
house because of the
Yep.
way that you did it, I say
Yep.
everything that you touch is gonna fall
Yes,
apart.
you did. Yes, you did.
I
And with
say,
that,
and what I had got the report, and I don't gloat in nobody's downfall.
I know, but it is what it is. And Sean said the same thing. He said,
Mhm.
"Lord, uh,
She better. I told she better have to return it back to the sender. Didn't I say that?
I'm on a live."
I say return it back to the sender. She didn't know who she was messing with. You cannot touch God's anointing.
Yes, you.
And everything that she touched, everything she saw, everything started falling apart.
Oh, yes, ma'am. And when you said that, she came on live, and she don't know that she made. See, the pride comes before the fall. If you are not humbled, you will be humiliated. That's what I said.
Hmm.
Be humble or be humiliated. And
Yeah,
so after you had said that, she went to gloat about, oh yeah,
that's the part that got me.
my classes are doing so well, and this and that and blah blah blah. Not too long after she lied and said that, then she tried to email you talking about you was making people not sign up for her classes. And we said, remember the lie you told where you said your classes was doing so well?
Mhm.
So how was you talking about Miss D? Is you trying to sue her? No, that was an intimidation tactic because too many people was hearing your outcry. Too many people
Mhm.
was catching on to your cautionary tale of what happened to you. And she noticed that people were listening and they started to find you, even though she was trying to minimize your experience and trying to diminish you. And they were
Mhm.
finding you because me and Sean Daly, we kept
Mhm.
sharing it, kept sharing. I said, see for yourself, go subscribe to her channel. You ain't got to
Mhm.
believe me. And then her supporters that was rooting her on slowly started to dissipate.
Mhm.
And so then she had to come to you with the email saying that you were the reason and this and that.
Mhm.
That tried to intimidate you because you was the light and you exposed the truth. And she's of course, the daughter of the lie. The
Mhm.
devil is a lie, and she wanted to shut you up with that email.
Mhm.
And she
And
came.
that's what she did. That's what she did. But I told her,
She
girl,
came.
you don't know who. I say, girl, you don't know who you messing with. You don't mess with somebody just came. Like I said, you don't know what happened to this person, what this person went through, how she walked and talked with God, how God pulled her out of the fire. You don't know, girl, don't never mess with a cave woman, a woman that been through hell and back. And I told her, I said, you gonna have to release that.
Yes.
Because if you don't release it, God already showed me a big old hole in that child's hand. You hear me?
Everything
I
she
saw
touched,
a
go
huge
through
hole
it.
in that child's hand.
Yes, you did say that.
That means everything that she touched, it was gonna fall out.
Fall through that. Yep. She
Fall
won't be.
through that hole through her hand.
Yep.
I
And
said, get that money out of your house. If she would have gotten that money out of that house when we told her to get it out, she would have still been in her house today. And I don't know if she's out of her house or whatever, but I'm saying the report
she is.
that I got.
Oh, she is because I got the. I thought I sent you the email.
Yes.
Did I send you the picture?
No, you didn't send me the picture.
Oh, because I need you to. Oh, dang! I thought I did. Let me send it now. While I'm
Mm-hmm.
on the phone with you because this is what you can give to the bank. This have all of the information of the cases that she going through
Oh
now.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got that. I got that. Mm-hmm.
Got
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You talking about her court cases where
the court case. Yup, the summary.
55
That
counts and all that stuff.
this is the eviction. This the eviction.
Yeah, yeah,
Doc.
that's what I sent to my bank. I sent that to them. That's what really most likely gave had them to return my money. Now, what they do, how they get their money, that's something on them.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you gave them that picture, that screenshot of the case.
I gave them the whole link, the link that I had you gotten of all that them charges and stuff.
Oh,
That's what
oh,
I sent to them.
oh! I didn't know I gave you a link.
Well, it's not a link. You
Oh,
open it up. You
shot.
open up the file, and you're gonna see all the court
Okay.
records, the cases.
Okay. Good.
You know what
Good.
I'm talking about?
Oh
I don't want
yes.
to say it too much, but you know what
Yes.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I done said it already. Everybody know. I'm
Hmm.
putting it in my Patreon too. As soon as I edit
Now I
it.
don't know nothing about the lease, the stuff like that, if she's
Oh
out of
yeah.
my house or not. I didn't get that one.
It's a court record. I'm about to send it to you.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. But I
Mm-hmm.
told her, I say, get that out of your house.
Yep.
I don't want nothing dishonest. If anything, they'll lie. But I know one thing, I don't want nothing dishonest because ain't no good gonna come out of that.
Yep.
And that's how I told them girls that was working for me. I say all that stuff that y'all did, it's gonna come back on you. And trust me, it came back because, you know, you don't mess with God's anointing. You don't mess with God's people.
Yes, ma'am.
You
Yes.
don't mess with his people. And that's exactly what happened. Girl, and like I said, I don't gloat over nobody's downfall. I don't want to see her out of her house.
I
But
didn't want that either. But at the
mhm,
same time,
but don't try to misuse people.
she abused people because they gave her. I wish somebody would bless me with $2,000, let alone 5,000.
Yes.
Took the 4,500 GoFundMe money, and clearly, according to the document that I just sent you in the email,
Yeah, I'm finna open this right now. Let me see
that
what it says.
it on. But the money she knew she wasn't even being evicted. I was telling people
Mm-hmm.
moved in there in November. So how was she being evicted in February? She didn't wasn't delinquent for 3 whole months plus the COVID.
Oh, this is recently.
Yes, that's what I
Oh
was
my God, I didn't get this
June
one.
and 10th.
Oh
That's when she
my God.
$500. When she told people she needed $500 because she was trying to go to a hotel so that when the sheriff come to the house to lock up the house to get the house.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
what they.
gotta read this one.
Yeah.
This is
I've been
recently.
telling people I'm not just a hater. I've been telling y'all. Now I got the proof to back it up.
Wow.
When I said I need $500 as an emergency, but I can't tell y'all what it's for. That's because she already lied and cried wolf and said she needed a place to stay, so she couldn't come forward and tell y'all that she was getting evicted again because
Mm-hmm.
she paid the money the first time. She scammed them
Mm-mm-mm.
the
All
45.
she had to do is tell people she was going through.
No, she did, but she lied the first time. She cried wolf. So when she
Mm-hmm.
really needed the money, she couldn't ask for thousands of dollars like she did the first time.
Oh, I see what you're
Already
saying.
lied,
Yeah.
cried wolf. So now,
Wow.
when she was asking for that money a couple of weeks ago, that was because the sheriff was coming to apprehend the property
Mm-hmm.
because she had to leave. That's why she said she couldn't tell the people what the money, the $500 was for. She said, "Just
Okay.
know that it's an emergency and me and my kids need it." And that was the weekend of July, the 4th of July on a Sunday. I said,
Mm-hmm.
"What emergency that just came up on a Sunday that you need $500 for out of nowhere?"
Because of this right here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There was
And
no.
and you remember she said she's gonna send my money back on it was the 21st, right? But
Mhm.
on the 20th she was going through. That's when she had got served. You see?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She got served, so she already knew. And instead, she still ain't take your money and put it on the rent. She got her hair done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey
She still
Rachel.
got her hair done. She was bragging, talking about, yeah, I got my hair done, I got this. She was bragging, right? Still not paying the rent.
Mm-mm-mm.
So this
Girl,
is her
look,
priority.
look, Rachel said she didn't know I was gonna be on live. No, I wasn't planning on being on live. I was coming to try to set up my what you call that the share on my
People,
live.
more people are exposed to you when you're live because they
Yes.
automatically pop up.
Mm-mm-mm. I was trying to share that, and that's when the trees came on to help me so I could be able to share other videos. Yep, and I thank her for it. But girl, come on, continue talking.
Yes, ma'am. And before when I was telling people when she was going through it with me, and everybody was, oh, Trees, you wrong, you bullying Sweet Pea, you doing this, you doing that. When I was just responding to all of her slanderous lies, and then she gained the sympathy of people like, oh, Trees is just picking on you, because I was winning the fight. See, she picked
Mm-hmm.
the fight. She started the fight, and I ended the fight because I just listen. I came with the receipts and everything she told me, text messages, everything. And
Mm-hmm.
then she turned it around and gaslit, talking about, see, you can't be Tree's friend because if you fall out, she just gonna post your text message. Well, if you're lying on me, yes, I have to vindicate myself. But I would
Mm-hmm.
rather not to. See, I told her be blessed and don't call me again. I left it as that. But she went live 7 times, lying
Mm-hmm.
on me and talking about, my granddaughter, my children, and all of this stuff. So that was the last straw. I responded after the seventh video. I didn't say
Mm-hmm.
nothing. I was patient. I was peaceful. I didn't respond. Did not respond. Everybody was like, well, what the heck is going on? Until when I finally responded, and I said, my turn. And I unleashed the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Told everybody what she told me about how she had to buy her trans daughter some arm crack so that she can get through the day, so she can go to the rehab on Tuesday. And she said, oh, she's lying. Do I look like the type of person that would buy drugs for my child?
That's
Well,
allegedly, right?
ain't no allegedly. This is what
Come
she.
on. Oh wow.
And then she went on live and admitted that her daughter was going into the rehab. So
Mm-hmm.
she proved my point. How did I know that unless you told me?
Mm-mm-mm.
And then she told another person, so it's not allegedly.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Another person that forgot because she run her mouth so much. She's so anxious to have a pity party that when she was, behind the scenes begging for money, now that's begging. See, what I do
Mm-hmm.
as a content creator, I'm just getting paid for my time and my entertainment. That's not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm providing a service. But what she
Mm-hmm.
does is begging because you expecting people to pay your rent. $4,500 that you never even use for your rent. And you see the documentation. I'm not lying.
I'm looking at it right now.
Mhm.
Wow. I just wish she would have got the money out of her house because I told her that I was an anointed woman of God, and if you trust me, things will start falling apart. And that's what happened. She should have got that out the house because this is recent. This is not nothing old. This is 2020. This month, right?
2022,
It's last month.
last
That's
month.
last month.
Yes. And they was giving her 30 days from that date to either pay
Mm-hmm.
or get out of the house.
Yep, the 10th.
Jetsons.
Mm-hmm. Article
Yes.
possess. Mm-mm-mm.
And it was granted on the 10th, but they had
Mm-hmm.
30 days to get up the money. But she knew she couldn't get up to $6,000 because she done cried wolf the first time in February when she
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really being evicted.
So did she address this on a live?
No, ma'am. She said that the reason why people ain't giving her money is because of me and Sean was telling people that she's a scammer. Because she is.
Mm-hmm.
She's saying, "Oh, they're making fun of my hardship. Now that me and my family are going through a tragedy and a very bad situation. No, we're not shaming you. We're shaming you for scamming and lying because you
Mm-hmm.
sat up here and publicly stole and tried to humiliate an innocent bystander. You just stole money from a person on YouTube, and now you're crying, asking us for money to get you a hotel or whatever, a B&B, so that you can leave, which she made it seem like when she went live.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't tell people what the reason was, but she was alluding to that she had to run out the house from her abusive husband and her
Mm-mm-mm.
safety. No, that was well, I don't know if that happened or not, but she know that she had to leave that house because the sheriff was coming to commandeer that home.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she really had, but she couldn't tell people that because they would know that she didn't spend the $4,500
Mm-hmm.
on the rent like she made to GoFundMe in February or March.
Mm-hmm.
Tell people that.
Lord Jesus Christ.
So what did you do with $4,500? Just like you said, her hand had a hole in it because whatever she did with $4,500, that's a lot of money. You could have even found a new place with that money.
Mm-hmm.
Said I could have fixed my car with half of that. And then I would have threw a big giveaway party because around Christmas time, even though I don't celebrate Christmas, I gave away $700 in cash
Uh-huh.
and merchandise and everything. And I would have gave away more if I had more. But those are the things that I like to do when I get.
How it works on here? Can I give gifts in here? Because the first thing that's hollering that you buying subs, so you can't do gifts. You can't give away gifts, can you?
You can give away. I gave I had a Christmas giveaway because most of the people that follow me are Christians. So to
Mm-hmm.
appreciate their holiday, I gave a Christmas Eve giveaway, and I gave away almost $700. I was giving away $20 cash ads. I was supposed to only give away $10 cash ads, but I wound up giving away more. I gave away much more, and I gave away a lot of free merchandise. And that's not buying subs. To me, that's sub appreciation.
Okay.
And don't pay attention what people say because people try to shame me for receiving money for my services.
Mm-hmm.
Now they the same ones who's coming forward with their hand out and posting their cash apps. But
Mm-hmm.
you said I was begging. You said I was broke. I don't care what you call me. Just don't call me late for dinner. Don't worry about
Mm-hmm.
it. I'm sweating like a pea.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's not buying subscribers. It's subscriber appreciation. They so freely give up their time and their, service to look and subscribe to us. So why can't we give back and appreciate them?
That's it. Look what Nip said. People really don't realize you reap each and everything you sow, good or bad, and
What
that's true.
And I told you what I told you about that fruit that she bear. I'm glad that you didn't receive that class because
Mm-hmm.
the seed that she planted was a poisonous. So anything that came from that tree would be of a poisonous
Mm-hmm.
foundation. So it wasn't meant for you to pay and get that service because every seed that she has sown, nothing is productive is coming from it. Because
Yeah.
Marie, I was dragging Marie a few months ago. And
Who is
guess what?
Marie? Who is Marie?
The only other person that paid for that class, but she didn't pay as much as you.
Okay. So did
She,
she ever have a class? That's what I want to know.
well, she said she was frying chicken most of the time, and she ain't learned nothing. I
Mm-hmm.
want that to be sent to Not Today Satan.
Oh, so it is a class.
It was, I guess she had it at one time, but Marie is the only result or product of anything. And I told you, Sean Daveway interviewed her on station here, and Maurice wasn't trying to say anything bad about Sweet Pea, but she said that she basically everything that she learned was what she already knew.
Mm-hmm.
And She did say she learned some tips on how to get money, but
Hey, girl, you a mess.
we can't advise you on how to get money because she up here telling black folks that we need to be more like the white folks. Uh,
Uh-huh.
Yesterday I was playing a video of her telling black folks how the white people support each other, and you ain't got to tell them to hit the cash app, and trying to shame us. But I said our people do support us. They support me. I mean, shit. Sometimes they fall on hard times, but I still appreciate them. I don't care if they
Yeah.
get $2 or $200. You'll never know because I'm just as grateful for both.
Mm-hmm.
She was cussing them people out when they were sending her small amounts of money.
Wow. I'll be grateful for everything people do.
What am I going to do with $10, $15? You can't live off of that.
Are
You ain't.
you serious?
Oh yeah, baby.
That is so ungrateful. I'll be so glad.
It's only black people
I
that
would
want
be
something.
thankful.
Oh, it's black people. Y'all just want something for nothing. I cussed. I said,
Mm-hmm.
don't you know these the same black folks that just paid your rent in February?
Mm-hmm.
And you saying that you gotta beg them and they want something for nothing. Do you realize these are the same people you talking to? Our people, not white people. Not that I have anything against white people, but the black folks is the one who gave you your money to get that to pay your rent that you didn't pay.
Mm-hmm.
But yet she's trying to compare us and diminish us and compare us to white folks that they don't have to tell their people to hit the cash app. They just automatically do. They just automatically super chat. They just know. They just know. But black people, they don't know nothing and they don't know this and they don't know. I said, really? Wow. And then she put the video on private one. Sean put it on station yet, but we still got the video. But anyway, that's just the point of proving everything that you said about how the whole was going to be in her hand because she received $5,000 within a couple of months and she has nothing to show for it.
Girl, you
Homeless.
don't mess with a person that's deep rooted. You see what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
honey, trust me, like I said, he already told me, touch not my anointing, do my prophets no harm.
Hmm. And then she came forward bragging about how she spent it and
And
how
that's
you
the part that broke my heart. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
said,
That
oh,
part right there broke my heart.
yeah, it's those two videos. Yeah, you got your money worth and those
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to call them women, but
Mm-hmm.
those people in the chat, yeah, she got it. She shouldn't have did those. Oh, really? Oh, so y'all rooting this type of foolishness on? Where they at now? Are they
Mm-hmm.
getting a place to stay? Because even the people that was supporting her behind the scenes, she said, "Oh, they support me, and I ain't got to worry about them betraying me." Well, how
Mm-hmm.
about uh those people are not even giving you money now because she done begged and borrowed so much behind the scenes that the people want their money back now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they want their money back?
They want their money back because they done gave her money. A lot of her moderators is what the moderators is telling other people that she blocked them once they asked for their money back.
Oh my gosh.
Blocked them and she took their wrenches.
Oh my gosh.
She borrowed money for gas and groceries and all of this other stuff behind the scenes for all of this time, and now we caught up with her, and now they want their money and they asked, when would you be able to pay me? And they
Mm-hmm.
were told that
Oh,
they was
she borrowed the money from him.
she borrowed the money from them.
Wow.
But asked for their money back, she would block them.
Wow. That's grimy.
Yeah. So everything, I like I said, I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, and I'm not shaming
Mm-hmm.
nobody because that could be anybody. I don't laugh at people's downfall, but this right here is well deserved. This is well deserved. This is what you reap and what you sow. Ain't nobody
Mm-hmm.
to you but you. Okay?
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Made. This is what your seeds have planted. And the chickens have been coming home to roost.
Mm-hmm.
Especially everything been downhill really when she crossed me. Oh, everything was crumbling. And
Mm-mm-mm.
the mask came off. Because people said
Mm-mm-mm.
she wasn't the same since February. A lot of people saying that. And February is when I took the mask. Ripped back that curtain, pulled back that curtain.
Mm-hmm. And how long do you say that this been going on?
Since this year, February, Valentine's Day weekend is when she,
Wow.
I think, was it? Yeah, February the 12th. I told her, please don't contact me no more.
Mm-hmm.
Because she wanted me, like, behind the scenes, if you ask me something, I'm going to tell you what my opinion is as a friend, and you either accept it or reject it. And I told her what my opinion was in regards to a certain topic. She said,
Mm-mm.
oh, well, you like him better than me anyway. So basically trying to gaslight me. And I said, no, you were wrong and you apologized for it. If you don't feel like you was wrong, then you shouldn't apologize because that's lying. But you
Mm-hmm.
were wrong. You were wrong. And I told you that. Oh, well, whatever. And then she said something. I said, you know what? Have a blessed day. Please don't contact me anymore.
Wow.
And and then she kept texting me some insulting things. And so I blocked her. She
Mm-hmm.
went live less than 20 minutes later. She the one who woke me up out my sleep on that Sunday morning. She went live 20 minutes later, dogging me out for 2 hours. Then made another,
Mm-mm.
then made another live. And I ain't say nothing until the seventh one.
Wow.
And then
That's
she
messed up.
started blaming me for telling all her business. Oh my God, why would you do that? Oh, you was trying to come from me from the beginning. Oh, you wanted this to happen. What? Why did I want it? You woke me up out of my sleep. I
Mm-hmm.
disagreed with you when you went live talking about me, lying on me. And when I defend myself, you want to act like I started it.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, ever since February, it's been downhill. Because after that came the eviction. And then after that, she got the money, and I was telling her, I said she lying to y'all. I said because she the one who sent me the video of the house, and she told me she bought the house. So how is it that she's behind on rent when she's supposed to have a mortgage?
Wow.
So it was the foundation, the father of the lie, and I told people that, but they gave her the money. I ain't hate on her. Okay, you got the money. Okay, but me and Sean kept on saying it. We was the only one yelling fire. Nobody wanted to believe us, or we was just haters, or we just mad because she got $4,000. No, we knew she was lying,
Mm-hmm.
and it all came out in the wash.
Wow. But I told him, like I say, you don't take nothing that does not belongs to you and then rub it in their face,
Mm-hmm.
because that's when you make God work on it immediately.
Yeah,
You
because she
don't do that, and
wasn't
and and that you don't do that.
she wasn't remorseful, not one bit. She was gloating in it, like
Yeah, I got
I'm
my hair done, and
back.
she did. I got my hair done. I put food. But like I said, you never win when you play dirty, because what goes around comes around. Whatever you put out in the atmosphere is going to come back at you. And the thing about it, could you handle it when it come back at you?
I'm back.
Could you handle it?
No, she can't handle
Because
it.
it's not going to be, you're not going to get it the way you did that person. You're going to do it. It's going to be 7 times worse. It's going to be 7 times worse. And it's too hot for anybody to be in the house homeless. It's too hot out there. People are dying out there. It's so hot.
Well, I'm sure after she tried to, because somebody has said that she was going to prepare. She was preparing for a cancer scare where
A
they had
what?
a cancer scare where she was going to go ahead, go
A,
ahead.
a cancer scare?
Yeah, somebody had revealed that one of those mods
Mm-hmm.
gave that information. I guess because they got fed up once they got blocked and asked for their money back.
Mm-hmm.
They was giving the information to Sean. And he said no, because y'all was over there, co-signing this BS. And now since she crossed y'all, now y'all want to come over here and tell me about it. He said no, stay over there. But he
Mm-hmm.
did tell that they was telling that what she was planning. She was planning to do a fake cancer scare so she could start a GoFundMe for that.
My God. My God. I
So
just pray that she get it right, because,
you can't
life is so short. Life is too short, and you never win when you play dirty.
listen. If you don't admit that there's a problem,
Yeah, I think she should. She should admit.
yeah, but she's not. Even in the face of God,
I'm trying to give her the benefit of the
I
doubt.
was
Lord
trying to be
Jesus.
like, Dad, you already did. You're just too dumb to lay down. Good God,
Oh my God, have mercy.
Lord.
Get it
I,
right, girl. Please get it right.
I mean,
People have get it right.
I'm
You,
sick of it because I
people
honestly,
are all aware now. Get it right. Just come on and apologize.
jig is up. Please,
Come and give it right. Get it right.
you got to know when to hold them and you got to know when to fold them.
Yes.
And she
Yes.
the fold. I can tell you, she ain't. She listen. She's tenacious, but in ignorance. So that's a bad thing. This is one
Mm-mm-mm.
thing when you're not a quitter in something that's good. but you're not a quitter in something that you clearly see that is bad. Doing something over and over and over again and expecting different results is the definition of insanity.
Mm-hmm.
She's insane. She's doing
Wow.
the exact same thing over and over again. You know how many times she got evicted last year?
How many?
At least 3.
Wow. Well, I'm looking at here, right. This right here. This is not a good look at all. So now you see why all this stuff had happened. It's starting to make sense now why she was doing what she's doing, because she was trying to, according to this right here, and this is facts. This is not a legend. What I'm looking at, she did it because she was trying to sit there, I guess, save her home. But then again, you say she had the fund GoFundMe money, and she didn't use it on that, right? She used it on something else, right?
Obviously, because look how much she owed. It ain't no
Mm-mm-mm.
in
And this is facts.
ain't no way. She said that she was current on the rent, but she just needed to pay back rent. And everybody said, well, that don't sound right. How you
Mm-hmm.
current to owe back rent? That's not, because if you owe back rent, the money that you're giving is going to go on the back month.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to go, oh, okay, I'm going to use this for July since you're paying. No, they're going to put it on May if you owe May.
Mm-hmm.
So when she came forward saying I'm current and I didn't apply, I didn't qualify for the other rental assistance programs, because everybody said, did you apply for the program? And she got smart with them. Obviously, I did, and I didn't qualify. That's why I'm asking you guys for help. And then she was like,
She
I don't
was
got.
she was that smart when she asked her for help.
She said because they wanted people. Sean was saying, well, show proof, because Sean had already knew that it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
right. But he said, show proof. She said, I ain't got to show y'all shit. Well, then
Wow.
we ain't got to give you shit then. Then she came forward with a receipt from the previous year, which let us know, because the receipt said that it was from 2020, the previous year, whatever. Because we in 22, it happened. We in 21, it happened in 2021. She showed us receipts for 2021. So people said that say the wrong year. And she said, oh, I know, but he made a mistake. That's a typo. He really meant to put this year. No, that's because she got evicted. That
Mm-mm-mm. Lord
And
have
that's why
mercy.
it was during the same month. So the receipt that she showed was November. She said, see, I told y'all I paid November and October. I just need, help for the. No, that didn't make sense. You would owe
Mm-mm.
$500 if that was the case. She said it was because she lost her job and she had a stroke. No, that was because she got arrested, according to
Mm.
our records that we have. She was arrested and she knew she was losing her job. The job
Mm-hmm.
her, yes. The job let her go, but it wasn't because she had a stroke.
Wow.
Yes,
That's
baby.
messed up.
It's mess. She was lying. She was preparing to not prepare. She was planning not to pay her rent. That's
Mm-hmm.
because she had already told us before all of this rent stuff happened that she was leaving YouTube. She was
Mm-hmm.
leaving YouTube. And then she left YouTube for a few weeks because she knew that she was going to get arrested. But yet when she came back, she told us she had a stroke.
Mm-hmm. But that was not true, allegedly.
It was not true.
Mm-mm-mm.
It was not true. According to these records that I have, you know,
Mm-hmm.
she it wasn't because of the stroke. It was because she was trying to get into a program, an addiction program, so that she can escape justice. So that
Wow.
she can get prosecuted. Because a lot of criminals already know that if you go into a hospital or something, that would give you some type of amnesty or at least a little bit more time, because you'll be in the hospital and they can't tell, where you're at. Or if the courts know that you're on a program for addiction, then they will give
Mm-hmm.
you type of leniency.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, it all came out. Because all of these months, everybody called me everything in the book. Oh, I'm mean. I'm a bully. I'm this. Oh, leave her alone. Oh, you're a monster, trees, and all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, she was the one behind interviewing, putting my mentally ill daughter on YouTube, saying all
Mm-hmm.
bad things about me. She was behind that. So now, when it comes down to people speaking on her situation, oh, she don't like it. But see, the thing about the difference between her and me is that what y'all was saying was lies, and y'all still spread it. But what I'm saying about you is documented proof,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one thing they wanted. They knew that I was going through a deep depression, and I was facing harming myself. They knew
Mm-hmm.
they was trying to get me to end it. They wanted.
Wow.
They said, "Oh, this is going to be no more trees. This is how we gonna get rid of them." They was planning.
Welcome back, the doll. She says she's back.
Yes, they
Girl,
knew.
but that's a lot.
They knew what I was going through. They knew that I was going to take some pills, take a bath, and go to sleep forever.
Come on.
They knew that, but see, God said otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
and they was trying to take me to that place where depressed and desperation and despair. And my baby came in and said, "Mom, why are you crying?" Because I knew what I was about to do,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what stopped me.
Mm-hmm.
It
And
wasn't.
that's why you yeah, I see now it's all starting to make sense.
Yes, yes, and that's all I was trying to do was trying to warn people, other people that's going to come after me. Don't do it. I was trying to warn them.
Well, I wish you would have warned me. But see, I didn't know nobody at the time. They
It was
accused me of knowing you, but I didn't know you at the time.
it was supposed to happen the way it did
Yeah, I think so too.
because they
Yeah,
had to
everything happened for a reason.
take an outsider like you to say the same thing because people didn't. They said, "Oh, Trees, you're biased because you don't like her because what y'all went through, so you just a hater." So they
Mm-hmm.
written me off. But when you came through,
Mm-hmm.
it was a whole nother different. Like, wait a minute, this lady, we don't even know this lady. She don't even know what's going on, and that's very apparent. She still thinking she's gonna get her money back. So we know that she don't know what's going on.
Oh, girl, you a mess. And the thing about it, when you told me, you say, "No, D, you the only one." He got that much from. That really said that. Say, well, let me tell you something. I'm finna call my bank.
Yeah, Frida said, "Oh, they said you the only, yeah, you the onlyest one, the
And you
onlyest."
didn't cut corners. You just came out and you say, "Yes, you the only one."
I don't sugarcoat nothing, baby.
Mm-mm.
I saw the honesty and I saw the earnestness, like you really was hoping for the
Mm-hmm.
best, and
I
that
thought, I took a word.
that
But
was
as you can see, the process, nothing good comes out of it.
the high cost of low living. I'm telling you,
High cost of low living. Yes, Lord Jesus. I got to write down down.
it's the word. Oh, I got a lot of catchy slogans.
The high cost of low living. I like that one.
Mhm.
And
And
there's
we all,
another one you said last night
it's there's a lesson. There's a
in the blessing. Yes.
lesson in the lesson. Yes. Now, see, we make our own merchandise. All of my T-shirts and everything. My
Uh
husband,
huh.
he makes it. We make coffee.
Okay.
We
So
make
you have
coffee.
your own merch?
Our own merch and own merch, the merchandise company.
Okay.
Yes, my husband started it, and he does all of our things. We pay a graphic designer, so anything that you want to do in regard
Yes.
to ministry and your business, allow us
Uh-huh.
to provide that service. Black-owned business,
Yes.
and we have a website and everything for our merchandise.
Okay. What's your website is?
Uh,
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me write it down. Go ahead.
www.allaboutthetree, not no S on there,
Okay.
allaboutthetree.com.
Okay.
Got coffee cups. We got nice little colorful. We
So it's
got
just trees. Treez.
no TREE.
That's it. Okay. Uh-huh.
All about the
All
tree.
right.
One tree. Allaboutthetree.com. And so if
Uh-huh.
you print for your company like t-shirts and all of that, print pants, whatever, pens, cups, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even family reunions. You know how people, black folks like the family reunion, the family name on that shirts and stuff like that. Anything, banners, all types of stuff. Yeah. Because my treetops had ordered the coffee cup and
Mm-hmm.
the short set. We got hoodies and all of that. And
Okay.
they loved the merchandise when they got it. They loved it. Nice big mug, coffee mug.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a blessing. And in this lesson that we are on, and I tried to extend some grace. But some people they hear better when you give them a swift kick in the ass versus, could you
Mm-hmm.
please do that? Because I said it. I said, please don't do this. Because when I was silent, my silence is saying a lot because I was trying to be patient. I said, okay, let her get that off her chest, whatever.
Yeah.
Ignore her. She'll stop eventually. But the trigger part was my grandbaby.
Yeah. Oh, girl, that would be a trigger for anyone, especially she's only 4 months.
4 months old. Oh, did she really die? Oh, that sound like crackhead thing to me.
4 months.
Oh yeah, 4 months old. Hmm.
Wow.
And then used her obituary to get the interviews with my
That's the
mentor.
part that got me.
That
That's
was. Oh yeah.
that's the part that got me. That was horrible.
Yep. So
But like I say, you never win when you play dirty.
the grave that you dug for me, knowing it was a lie,
Yeah,
knowing it
make
was.
sure you dig one for yourself.
Mhm. Yep.
Dig
Yep.
one for yourself because you might
Cried,
fall in it as well.
she cried on the phone with me. Oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry. You okay? I mean, every time she would call to check up on me, I would just burst into tears.
Mm-mm-mm.
10. You can't fake that. So
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
yelling and screaming. You
Mm-mm.
can't fake that. A mother knows. And for you to act like just because you thought it was going to benefit and turn people against me, well, it did, maybe, if,
Yes, indeed.
but I didn't care. I didn't lose nothing.
Yeah, if anything, you gain.
Yes, if anything, I gained because
Mm.
I realized that I'm
Yeah.
stronger than I even knew. Oh my
Keep talking. I'll be right back here. Hold it down for me here.
saying. Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
heard
try
me,
to
Trees?
plug it up. Yes, I'm gonna plug it up. So, ooh, it's on 2%. Let me plug it up. I've been on this live for a long time. I've been trying to child. Ooh, well, I'm just gonna read some of the comments. All of her antics are being revealed. Yes, Nip 17. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. And I don't care if you know something that's going on. I don't care if nobody believes you. Keep on yelling it from the mountaintops because somebody will hear you. And if you can stop one or prevent one forest fire, then you have done your due diligence. I don't care if nobody believes you. Just keep on saying it.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Because it seems to me when people do that to me, and I know that I am not lying. And I know, see, some things I would have just went on with my life and, it just would have took it on a chin. We had a disagreement. That's all. I never intended on divulging none of our conversations or none of that till she kept going live, and then brought up my grandbaby. And then once I responded, oh, you shouldn't have told Sweet Pea business. It's always going to be a naysayer. That's why I say F them. That's my motto. I say F them because y'all didn't say nothing to her when she was making them 7 videos about me. But now when I respond with the true tea, now it's, Trees, you shouldn't have never did that. And then I proposed the proof that I was telling the truth. Oh, well, why are you revealing y'all personal message? Because I was being lied on. Now that I can provide the proof, now you complain about that. So you can never satisfy. See, a ungrateful heart will never reach satisfaction. It will always want more. So therefore, don't try to please everybody or nobody at all. Do what's right because for the sake of doing because it's right. Because you won't get praise and blame is all the same. They're gonna praise you in one breath and blame you in another. So it doesn't matter what people think. That's why I say F you. F you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not I'm not doing this to be accepted by the masses because I know that truth is in no need of belief, but truth is also the enemy of a lie. And there's a lot of liars out here. So that you're not going to be able to receive what I'm giving. And that's okay. That's okay. But every time in a scary movie, when you reveal the murder mystery and who's the murderer, what happens? You next.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why all the arrows and the targets is on my back. Because I done figured I saw through you. I saw through you, and God had gave me insightfulness. And I don't look with my physical eye because everything that tickle the eardrum, everything that glitters ain't gold. And so everything that looks nice, neat, and presented nicely on the outside, I can see through the inside. And that's just what I'm a threat to a lot of you
Mm-hmm.
because I can see through you. That's why I'm hated.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay because what the guy said that we come into the world as believers, as strangers, and we will
Mm-hmm.
leave this earth as strangers because what we believe is going to be strange to the masses. They're not going to accept it like what we see now.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong is right and right is wrong in our day and time because we're in the last days. And so I don't, my reward lies with my Creator. So I don't think that this life, some things will be joyous and enjoyable, but this is not my abode. My abode is on the other side. So I'm not
Mhm.
supposed to be comfortable here anyway. I'm
Mhm.
not supposed to be comfortable here because this is not my home.
Mhm.
So I'm glad that these experiences is making it uncomfortable so that I will rejoice and I will be glad to meet my friend.
Mhm.
See, because if you don't want to meet him, he ain't gonna want to meet you.
Mhm.
So I gotta be ready, and all of this is preparing me for that. So
Mhm.
I accept it. And God say, don't say that you love him and think that you will not be tested. Surely you will be tested, and
Mhm.
that's what I know. But I'm used to I'm waiting for the reward because he said when you are tested uh in a trial, surely there will be ease. I'm looking forward to my ease because I've been through enough trials. So I'm looking for my reward right now.
Yeah. Someone said, I know that's right, trees.
Reward is coming because I done been through hell and back, Miss D. This is only the half.
Mhm.
I've been through hell and back, baby. And so, because when we did have that death of my granddaughter, the day before or 2 days before, I was at breakfast. I was on live, and my
Mhm.
mom had called me and told me that both my little cousins died the same morning. One of them was in a
Wow.
coma. One of them was in a coma. He was what 20 something. The other one was 30 something. But I had a dream that he died. I had a dream 3 months in a row that he was going to get killed. And
Mhm.
I told him, I said, cousin, whatever you're doing, you need to stop it. And I said, I had a dream that somebody killed you. And he said, you know what? Last night I was almost in a gunfight. He said, that's,
Wow.
I said, yeah. So last night I had the dream. I said, cousin, whatever you're doing, stop it. And then I had another dream. And then a month later, he was dead. But he
Wow.
was, nobody killed him, though. Nobody killed him, thank God.
How he
But
died.
I believe that it was an overdose.
Mhm.
But there's, some people in the family ain't talking about it, but I think that he took some pills and took too many by accident, and that's the opiate epidemic. People be taking Percocets and stuff, and I think his heart stopped in the sleep.
Mhm.
That's what I believe. So
So, what
you never,
made you become a YouTube?
because I was depressed,
You're
and
depressed.
I was depressed, and I wanted an outlet. It felt
Someone to
good
talk to. Yeah.
and relate and build a platform where we can love on each other and help each other get through hardships and let people know that it's not that bad because I wanted to experience or I wanted to uh, have other like-minded people that have been through sexual abuse because when I was 5 years old I was uh, abused by two men, a father and a stepson in the same
Wow.
household after my grandmother passed and I
Sorry to hear
started.
that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And so I started to have suffer from the depression severe, like night terrors. Like I felt them coming, doing that in my sleep. And so it drove me into a very, very deep depression. And I started getting counseling. I started to get medicated, my anxiety pills and depression and all of that bipolar stuff. And so I started to heal do that, like getting my therapy and stuff. My patient was in the hospital for some months. So I took that time because I was a pediatric home care nurse. So I took that time to make myself better. I said, well, this might be God sitting me down because I was working nonstop. I would work 12-hour shifts one place and go to another job and work 8 hours. So I was doing all of that and being sick mentally. And once my main patient that was getting my hours from, he wasn't expected to make it. And so I was out of work for at least 3 months and I started getting unemployment. I said, you know what? I need something to do. I need a hobby. I need an outlet. I need a daily diary. And I said, I know,
Mhm.
I want to be a YouTuber. Maybe it's somebody else going through some depression. Maybe it's somebody else who had went through sexual abuse and now is experiencing the repercussions of that later on in life. Because before I was great, you know, um, it didn't affect me, but now it's affecting me, and maybe I should talk about it. And
Mhm.
that's what I'm talking about. I started talking about that, but I was talking about all about the tea initially, and then I interviewed Jen, who's suing Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty. We became friends, and she was my first subscriber. And she talked about her story. And by us relating and fellowshipping with each other, we started to heal each other by telling each other what we go through as a result of being
Mm,
sexually abused as a child, and how that affects us as mothers, and how that affects our temperament, and how the littlest things can send us into a frenzy, but the big things, we're sitting here and we're numb and oblivious to it. So
mm,
that's what I did. I did. I was trying to heal myself,
mm,
and me being honest, and honesty was healing to me, and it helped other people, and that's how I became a YouTuber.
mm. So you just focus on so that's good, just real life issues, you know.
Real life issues, and
Not cutting, nothing cutting chase or nothing, just real life issues, and that's good.
straight up and raw,
Straight up and raw.
and sharing my experiences, because what I see, most people, most content creators that are successful and grows quickly are the people who are just genuine, and it's just them. Look at Tasha K. She loud, ghetto, ratchet. That's her.
So that's what you started off doing, content, Tasha K content,
I didn't. I started off doing All About the Tea. All About the Tea
all
was
about.
there's a black tea channel that used to review basketball wives or housewives of
Okay.
Atlanta and all of that. And then something happened where we she didn't come on. It was a big controversy, so I came on doing commentary on her and the events that was
Okay.
like YouTube news. And in the midst of that, I start talking about other stuff like sexual abuse and
Mm-hmm.
what I'm going through and sharing about me and things like that. It just evolved into a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
But I started doing YouTube news. That's what it was, commentary. I would give my opinion about what's going on, and I would give my predictions as to what is going to happen in the long run. And most of those predictions were correct.
And you see me, I can't when I do real, like reality shows. I get into the deep part. You know how people just want to just keep it to the commentary, what happened, you know, on that show. I start digging in deeper stuff. It just starts seeing, like when I was doing real good with Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I was actually going on Twitter and talking to Nene Leakes. Nene used to go ahead and retweet my videos. That's how I had got most of my followers
What?
through real. Yes,
Well,
Nene was retweet. Yeah, she was retweeting my videos, and a lot of stuff. And I never really told none of my sources. Never. I never ratted them out. Like I said, because like I'm a loyal person, and
yeah,
most
me
of the
too.
stuff, yeah, most of the stuff that I was getting straight from the source, while everybody else was, guessing and was wondering how, which most Nene knew that the Lord was talking to me. She knew that. She knew. I told Nene, I say, do not go on that show for that
Oh,
13th season. I say, if you go on for that 13th season, nothing good is going to come out of that. Nothing good was going to come out of that. Do not go. And Nene didn't go on that 13th season either.
oh,
Yes.
and look how they failing. They failing.
Yep.
I haven't watched this. Andy Cohen did that to Monique
What he
when
did
she
to
did that,
Monique. Oh, you talking about on this other show,
and when they took Nene off, no ma'am.
Potomac Housewives.
Told me, yeah. That's why we was watching. The people that follow me, I got a lot of my followers from All About the Tea. All About the Tea is a black tea channel that used to come on every day at 8 o'clock. We would
Mhm.
all be there and we would have a good time. And when that stopped, Schoolboy, I even had Schoolboy on my panel and Schoolboy's mom and stuff. And when that stopped because of the controversy, that's a long story. But my first videos was me saying what happened and that Monica should just apologize so we can go on and be happy again like we used to do. Every
Mhm.
day, even though I was confined in my room because I was so depressed, I would look forward to her coming on every night. And that was around the time that I found Nature Boy too. But
Oh,
Nature
you used to do a Nature Boy content?
didn't do it, but before I became a YouTuber, I used to watch him all the time.
Hmm.
When Velvet first left, that's when I started
Okay.
Nature Boy. when she first left and stuff. So I became intrigued with that, and I started watching the T and Sweet Mind and a lot of those people. But then that made me be too depressed
Oh,
because
that's what I'm about to tell you. You got to be really. Oh gosh, I used to
spirit,
tell people when because my videos used to be so dark. My,
yeah,
my
not
videos, my
spirits.
videos was so dark. Every time I would do a video on him, I had to make sure that my spirit is very prayed up.
And
It,
play certain Quran and surahs too to expel those spirits from my home because Nature Boy has some type of entity attached to him. Because when
he have
people
what?
leave, they say that they are being visited.
Wait, you
He
breaking
has
out?
an
He have
entity
what?
attached to him, a
Hmm.
spirit,
Oh, he does. He'll tell you that.
a spirit attached to him,
Hmm.
an entity. He no, yeah, he does.
You breaking up? I
He
can't hear you.
does.
You breaking up. Hmm. I can't hear you, Trees. You're breaking up.
Where I don't know if people believe in alchemy, but
Yeah, she must have dropped. She'll come back. But yeah, every time when I was making videos on Nature Boy, I had to make sure that I was prayed up. And when True had came out, not True, Solar had came out and said that Nature Boy was practicing witchcraft, and I knew all that, because you could see all those demonic spirits, man. And when it comes to Nature Boy, it's like all he was doing is just reacting all those demons. I mean, legions of demons. God even had me to break down his first name, Eligio, and his last name, that was symbolic. It just was a lot of stuff, when you come on and you mess with stuff like that, you have to make sure that you be prayed up. And when I was making those videos, man, it was just so dark. But somebody had to do it. Nip says somebody doesn't want Trees to tell it. She was clear before she started going into detail. You see that, huh? See, that's what the devil does. He don't want to be exposed, so he gonna do things like that. The minute when she started talking about that, then you see how everything started fading out. But usually things like that happen because he don't want to be exposed, because that's exactly what happened to me. That's why I had to end up deleting all my videos. I deleted almost 500 videos. And the thing about it, guys, I did not do no more than the rest do. At least when I was making my videos, I was trying to make it like a movie, like, or, being creative with it. Other people, they'll take Nature Boy content, go on Bigo Live or Instagram, wherever he is, and they'll play the entire video. They don't even chop it up. They don't even do commentary. And all of a sudden, guys, that hurted my heart because I worked overtime, night and day, editing these videos, watching all that stuff, all that demonic videos. And just to say that they just went ahead and striked all my videos, it does not make no sense at all. That's just to show you, the devil does not want to be exposed. So he'll do anything to keep you from revealing the truth. But that's why we have to make sure we tell it anyhow, whether they like it or not. Because one monkey don't stop no show. Look how now, no way in the world I will be on live 3 hours if I had to make those 3 hour videos. No way. So now I can just be free, just talk. That's it, and make my point across. Get my point across. So they didn't want nothing here. They didn't want anything. But the minute when I start talking about Velvet and telling people that everybody should take accountability of what happened, that's when my channel. That's when they demonetized me. So, like I say, I got the subscribers because all you need is 1,000 subscribers. All I need is the hours. So, guys, make sure. She said her service is dying. So make sure you guys, even if you don't want to watch the video, just keep it playing so I can go ahead and get my hours, because I need 2,000 hours. I need 2,000 hours so I can go ahead and get back monetized, because by me deleting all my videos, it took my hours from me. But people just jealous. Yeah. Rachel says, sure, don't, Miss D. Yeah, how you doing, Rachel? Girl, I hope you're doing great. But people are jealous. And the thing about it is that it's enough to go around for everybody. Nobody have to be jealous of nobody. I might not like something on somebody's else channel, but just because I don't like what they are talking about, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna go around and report their videos or strike them down. I'm not gonna do nothing like that. If you don't like what's going on in somebody's videos, just go ahead and turn it off. And that's all they have to do. But you know how people is very jealous. But I started off, talking about reality shows. And the reason why talked about reality shows, which I wasn't doing like the commentary, I was just seeing the darker part, seeing how evil they were, knowing that all that stuff was just a distraction. And that's all it was when it came to reality shows. Doing great, Rachel. I just had came on at first because I was just trying to make sure that I figure out how to do the share. But the tree, she taught me how, showed me how to go ahead and share the videos. So now I can do my presentation and do whatever I need. I got it together now. So like I said, ain't nobody mad but the devil. You never win when you play dirty. So now, I could come on and do my presentation. And if I want to play little small clips and talk about it on my live, I can just go ahead and do it. So it is what it is. So guys, look, I'm going to go ahead and close it down because I've been on for 3 whole hours. Thank you guys for joining my live. Thank you, T, for coming on my panel and talking, girl. I enjoyed every bit of it. The doll, Rachel, Nip, Reese. Thank you guys very much. Frida. Who else? Marie. Thank you guys for joining my live. So I might come on later on today. If not, I'm going to see you all tomorrow. Not today, Satan. Thank you. I just like that name. Nip. Yep. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. It's been 3 hours and I'll talk to you all maybe tomorrow. Peace out. You all have a good night.